Hey chat, what's going on? How you doing? I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. Or not. I'm not your mum. Uh, stop it. I hate you. So you guys can't hear him yet, but I have a guest with me today. I'm trying to add him in because he literally asked if he wanted to be a part of this, like, the second I hit the start streaming, so I couldn't actually set it up right away. Um, oh shit, yeah, that's happening. Because, yeah, me when I stream? What? Okay, here you go. We can hopefully get you in here. No, wait, they can't hear you yet. They still think I'm crazy.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not real. I've
Well,
never been real.
you are real now, but you're very loud. Okay, what about now?
God. Oh, oops. I am phenomenal cosmic power.
I think you're fine. Oh my god, they recognized you by your voice. Yes, it is Henry.
What? Oh my god, dude, I have fans!
You have fans, yeah. The real OGs know who you are.
Ridiculous.
Yes, I'm here with Henry, friend of the channel,
Hi.
voice actor on multiple of my projects. And speaking of projects, wow, my setup looks really fucking ugly. Give me 1 second, chat. Me when my setup is ugly. There we go, fixed it.
My brain's kind of split because it's gonna sound stupid, but it's layered in like, in jokes with my friends. But
Be
basically,
stupid.
okay. It was Lana. Lana and we were just like up really late last night because we came up with a board game idea. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
We tested it out. It was just bad. It was funny, but it was bad.
Yeah.
But we also passed around the idea of running a Danganronpa style game in a Discord server somehow.
Oh, okay.
I'm still haven't figured out exactly how I would do it, because here's the crazy thing, is I've done it before as like kind of a D&D-esque thing.
Yeah.
Like a D&D-esque game that we played with a bunch of people. I think we had like, I don't know how we got 8 people in one place at the same time.
Yeah.
We were all in like high school, so we had the free time.
That makes sense.
And even then, some people just didn't show up.
Yeah.
But like, I was thinking like, I cannot accurately remember how we did it, like how it was run.
Yeah.
Because I think like they're each like a bunch of locations, obviously, and when someone wants to murder someone, like when there'd be like morning, evening, and night actions, and you just like say what you're doing actively during morning and evening, and then unless you're like trying to get away with it, but what the fuck was that?
Oh, I was testing something. Go on.
What the fuck was that?
I was testing
No, sorry,
something. Don't even worry about
fucking
it.
air raid siren went off.
I was testing something. Don't even worry about it.
What were you testing? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't talked to chat about what we're working on today, so I was just getting it ready. That's all.
Oh, of course. Yes, get that ready. I'm gonna make the stream slightly, or your Discord stream slightly quieter.
Yeah, just slightly. Ear rape warning, chat. Sorry.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't think I couldn't remember how exactly I'd do it, and I don't know how I would do it for a Discord thing. There's no way I'm getting a bunch of people together ever. So we have to do it as like a.
Yeah, no. Imagine having people over.
Well, I mean, I'm like 6 hours away from the next person I know.
I know.
And get everyone in a VC together. It's like we have jobs and shit. So like that's all, or like college. God forbid, am I right? But
fucking college, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, basically that's just like, if I ever seem distracted, I'm probably trying to figure out how to run that on Discord.
I mean,
but so what are we doing today?
So I don't know if you remember this, Henry, but for people in the chat who don't know, hi, I write zombie comics, and they're very fun, and you should definitely be reading them.
You do?
Why aren't you reading it right now? Honestly,
Watching a stream.
But this is something that I started in 2022. I actually checked the date on the file. It was 2022. I had the idea to create like an anime opening as a way to promote the graphic novel that I had written.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I never finished it. And I remembered that it existed maybe 45 minutes ago. And so I opened the file and it's not done, but it's like 80% finished. So I was like, you know what? It's 80% done. I have to finish this and get this out there. I know it's really, really old artwork and animation that like is not up to my current standard, but it needs to be done and it needs to be out there. So that's what we're doing today. The ear rape that you heard, Henry, was actually the start of
Yes.
the start of the song for the anime
Music?
opening because I wanted to show
Oh,
people
what
what it
song?
looks like so far.
Is it the most obvious song? I assume it's not. 'Cause
It's
I don't
not.
think we
No,
can
no.
pronounce.
It's a Japanese song.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in
Okay.
probably since I started working on this. I think it's called A Million Times or something like that. But this is what we're working with so far, chat. This is what we're working with at the moment. Remember, this is 2022. This is 3 years old.
Play that hot shit. Very loud. At least for me. I don't know how it is on the stream, but I can turn it down. Legs. Would there be like themes flashing in front of this?
So that's what we're working with, chat. That's what I have.
Very Segoi, as they say in the.
Very Segoi indeed.
Yeah. Honestly, not enough Siobhan.
Well, yeah, because Siobhan kind of does take a back seat in the first book, unfortunately. It's not until 2 where she really gets to shine.
Hell yeah. That's my favorite.
You still need to read the edits that we made that the boyfriend and I have made.
Right. Hell yeah. Let me hit that shit.
Did I
live?
Live. Please don't read it live, but like if you want to give feedback.
No. I'm reading your whole shit.
Just don't read it
I would not be able to give,
bro. This shit's secret.
I would not be able to give it live. I would be very distracted.
Good.
Yeah. But I just could put like a. Let's see. Hang on. Is it the video you sent, or is there a link I'm missing because I'm stupid?
Yeah, I don't know if I think I have exported like a PDF file of the script edits. I don't know if I sent that to you. Let me have a look. I actually don't even remember where I put them.
Right at the beginning, there's just like the music, and he's with like each kind of beat in the music, he's like transitioning to a different thing. I don't know, but I imagine it'd be like Walking Dead style, like, or I guess like also kind of Marvel style, like comic, like just taking scenes in the comic and like overlaying it as it kind of moves across the screen.
Kind of.
That's happening. Is what I assumed.
It's I didn't want to give away too much when I did the storyboard for this.
That's fair.
And to be honest, I don't even remember what I was thinking. Like I said, I started this 3 years ago. But it's here now. So when is the VOD so you can see the rest of the 100% run? Oh, Henry!
Yeah, what's going on? You're 100%ing something?
I made a terrible decision a while ago.
Oh, please. I love hearing about your terrible decisions.
I love sharing my terrible decisions with you. So, first of all, let me go into YouTube Studio so that I can see. It's probably not going to be up for another week? Oh wait, have I uploaded it now? What? No, I haven't. Oh my god, the VOD is... Okay, chat, I'm so sorry. The VOD is so long that it's been split up into 2 parts, and apparently part 2 is public, and it shouldn't be, so I'm gonna private that real quick.
Nice.
I wonder why that
Get it while you can.
No, it's gone. It's
Get
gone.
the spoilers.
So, it's not on the YouTube channel just yet. It's probably not gonna be on the YouTube channel for another week. But it should be available here in the Twitch VODs if you want to watch it on Twitch. So, Henry, about my terrible decisions.
Yes.
Basically, what has happened is my boyfriend and I have started a brand new like subcategory of our streams. So we do like a couple streams called Rub Together because we have 2 brain cells to rub together.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
And so part of our little scheme thing is that we also wanted to attempt to play games 100% in one sitting, right? And so...
Oh!
Yeah! So we finally got our Nintendo Wii up and running, and I got a game that I really enjoyed from my childhood called Poke Park, Pikachu's Adventures. And my partner saw it and he goes, oh my god, I loved Poke Park. And I was like, oh my god, I loved Poke Park too. And he goes, you know, when this game came out, I finished it in one sitting when I was like, you know, when I bought it. And I turned to him and I was like, well, why don't we do that live? And he goes, excuse me? And so we did that live. We played Poke Park 100%, all of the friends, all of the mini games, start to finish in one sitting. And we thought that it would only take about 8 to 10 hours, right? Because that's about as long as my partner remembers it being. He only remembers it being roughly 8 to 10 hours.
Oh yeah, easy 8 to 10 hour stream.
Easy 8 to 10 hour stream, right? Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
Except it wasn't. That stream ended up going for 15 and a half hours. And the worst part is, my partner had work the next day, so he actually got to go to bed at a reasonable hour, and I stayed awake until, I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, finishing this game, and I was not happy in the slightest. I was very, very much not happy. And so yeah, that's the terrible decision that I made. I went against my better judgment and sat down for like 15 hours, 15 and a half hours trying to finish this game. And we did it, and no one is ever gonna take that away from me. I did it, you know? But at what cost?
I don't usually. I think recently I started being a little more interested in 100% in games, just as like a way to force myself to play more video games.
Yeah.
And the first game my boyfriend and I decided to 100% was Monster Prom.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I thought so too. Holy fuck, that was an awful idea.
Why?
Now, there are 2 ways you can 100% it, right? You can get all the achievements, right?
Yeah.
Or you could like get every event in the game. There's about 1,500 different scenes in the game. That is for every interaction you have with another character in the game. They're, you know, which are all randomized. If you succeed or fail, each option there is different dialogue. So I'm like, okay, maybe we should just go for all achievements.
Yeah.
We've played for 17 hours so far, and have about a little under half.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least now I know not to add Monster Prom to my list with my boyfriend.
Yeah, and this is because we're getting some of the achievements are locked behind getting the DLC, which you know nothing to say, but we enjoy the game enough to like we enjoy the game enough for like we're probably gonna get the DLC anyways. But some events that you can do can only be played before you get the DLC.
That's so why? What?
because essentially they were like the events were teasers for them to add characters in the DLC. So when the DLCs come out and the characters are there, yeah.
Okay.
So we
That's
still need to unlock
weird.
like a floppy disk in order to get one guy's event. But we were just kind of recently just grinding out a bunch of menial shit. Like, oh, you went to the same place all the time. But there's an item that when you get it, has a random chance of being like a small selection of items that are like super buff your stats, or if you're me, almost 80. I think so far about the 5 times I've gotten the item, I bought the gambling item. 3 of those times I've gotten coal, which reduces all your stats to 0. There are like 8 items you could have gotten, so that's, you know, statistical anomaly, but who cares? My point is that you have a random chance of getting a specific item needed for one of the secret endings. So we just run games, gamble, and if we strike out, we just try to unlock a miscellaneous quest that we could do easier.
That's pretty funny.
I made a mod for this game in order to get 2 achievements.
That's ridiculous.
I published a mod. It doesn't actually do anything. It just adds a character into your files that's just a cropped out picture of me in my living room. I don't know if I don't think I have the files anymore, but I can like pull up the game and take screenshots of my mod. But it's just me cropped out as if I was a character in the game.
That's
the game, if you've seen it, it's like very cartoony, drawn kind of style. I do like the style a lot.
Oh, but, yeah, it's a very cute game.
I didn't want to draw, even if I were to draw just like a stick figure, and that was the joke. So I made me.
That's pretty
I just took pictures of myself and cropped me out.
I love that. Also, yes,
yeah,
there is a speedrun category for PokePark. I think 100%, the top score is like 8 hours, I think is the record. So we're not on the leaderboard for the speedrun, and quite frankly, I'm not going to attempt that. PokePark can suck my left nut. Fucking hate that game now. Least favorite game ever.
I could not.
Also, hello, Jake.
I could not do speedrunning. I would go insane.
Nah, I've wanted to speedrun specifically Silent Hill 2 for the PlayStation 2 for a very long time, because it's one of the few speedruns I've seen where, like, there's actually no scene breaks or glitches in order to finish the game. Because I would not be able to do those to save my life. But, I just haven't. That's literally it. I just haven't done it.
One thing I want to do is, I recently got Civ 7. People say, like, oh, it's terrible compared to Civ 6. I haven't played Civ 6. I'm not good at the Civ games. I'm jack awful at them. But, my roommate got it, so I'm like, oh, okay. I want to do a game where we just get a couple friends and try to finish the whole game in a single session, which a multiplayer game of Civ 7 apparently takes, depending on, from anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, depending on, I guess, how fast you play it.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad, no, but we'd have to get like 4 or 5 of us together. And they're all people in like the tech industry and like college and stuff.
Oh, that's where
like,
it gets difficult. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They're all like working people. I work too for a living, but some of us didn't go to college. But yeah, like it sounds fun.
God,
it's funny because like they'll be like, oh, I can't go, I have work that day, and then in the middle of a session where they have their day off, I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I have to go, my mom's cooking dinner. I'm like, what?
It's like, sorry, I have a 9 to 5 and I live with my mom.
I mean, yeah, they're part-time and or in college and or doing other shit or doing internships, and
oh yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
I say this all the time. If I could have stayed with my parents and like not gone batshit insane, I probably would have.
Oh my god, I would never stay with my fucking parents.
No.
I couldn't do it. I would going insane.
Anyone from
Why
my
does your
family is
friend
watching, I love
sound-
you to bits, but also, like, no.
Why do I sound like Rainbolt? I've been compared to a lot of people. I don't think I've been compared to Rainbolt yet.
I don't know who or what Rainbolt is.
He's the GeoGuessr guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who can find your location by like the pictures of clouds.
Oh, yeah, that's freaky.
Look at the dirt. Yeah.
Hungry stage where I'm so
apparently
hungry
I
it
sound
makes
like
me
Rainbolt.
nauseous. I hate that state of being. Or like you get so
Oh,
hungry that you're not
yeah.
hungry, and then you sit down, and all of a sudden, like, you can't see, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
I have had that level of hunger. It's often when I'm trying to sleep, and I'm like, I can't sleep, and I'm like, oh, my body thinks it's gonna starve in the middle of the night. I gotta get anything in me.
I've said that to my partner before. He goes, I haven't been able to sleep for the past few days. I'm like, maybe it's because you're hungry. And he's like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
I
You
got
sound like Milk
invited to
with me,
play
too. I
Civ
think-
once. I
Yeah.
got in. I just got like archers when everyone else had fucking armies already. Needless to say, I was out
Yes.
first. Aw, Jay.
I think we wouldn't kill each other. I think we just leave ourselves like as this one state, and I think we're a lot of people who are going to commit to a bit. So if we if some random war that I had no part in, I'd be like, hey guys, can I get that guy's city? They'd probably be like, yeah, it's fine. You're not doing anything. I'm not a threat.
Also, I don't, Skinner. I don't know who Milky is either.
Yeah, I think last time I don't know if it was last time, but one of the times I was here, Skinner said I sounded like Milky.
I had someone in
Which
my
maybe it's
chat.
just maybe it's a person. Maybe it's just a you know.
I had
description.
someone in my chat a really, really long time ago say that I sound like Pokimane, and to this day, I have no idea what they're talking about. Like,
I don't know what Pokemon sounds like.
I
I used to watch OTV when Michael Reese joined, but I stopped watching them because I just lost interest.
yeah, but like, if you hear Pokimane's voice, it is not my voice. I have no idea what that person was talking about.
Hmm.
It's
What
the
if
guy
you
who does the Dark
do
Souls
that?
rant. I still don't know what that is. My partner might know
I think
what
you.
that is.
I think we've been at this point in the conversation before. I think we've been at this exact place.
I have no idea what you're talking
What are
about,
we talking
Henry.
about?
This is the first time you've ever been on my stream ever.
In fact, I don't even exist.
In fact, Henry died 8 years ago. Who are you?
Yeah. Oh, I wonder how that could have happened.
Oh no!
On a timeline not too far from ours. It's the bananas all over again. What happened with the bananas?
Oh,
What did you do to the bananas?
Jake was saying something about bananas, and I was like, Jake, what are you talking about? Bananas went extinct years ago.
Oh,
Which actually,
Yeah,
no,
right, yeah.
that reminds me. Everybody shut up, I have a story. So,
Okay.
sorry, Henry. Which reminds me, I don't know how many people in my chat are Australia-based. I know for a fact Skinner is, so I'm gonna ask Skinner. Have you noticed anything different about our store-bought bananas recently? Just out of curiosity, have you like maybe they taste different, maybe there's not as soft, like have you noticed anything about our bananas recently? Because it turns out the bananas that we sell in Australia for the past, I want to say maybe like 6 months, are technically not our bananas. Because our bananas went quote-unquote extinct. I put that in quotations, like, because I'm not actually sure if they're extinct or if they're, like, just having to rebuild the farms. Over, like, was it a tsunami or a hurricane? I don't remember. There was a natural disaster that destroyed all of our banana farms. So we don't, like, Australia-grown bananas don't exist anymore. We have to import our bananas. So yeah, I guess I accidentally foreshadowed bananas going extinct when I told Jake that bananas aren't real.
Australians are fake bananas.
Yeah, we have your bananas now, I'm pretty sure, and they're gross.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I don't know how much bananas America grows.
Well, I mean, when I say your bananas, I mean like the same bananas that you guys have.
Oh.
I don't mean that they're like American grown or anything. I don't think
No,
America
yeah.
grows any of their food, to be real.
We got corn. We got the shit out of corn and rice. I think California's the biggest producer of rice anywhere.
I do love corn and rice, so this is fine.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say we have like now our chickens are all dying from the bird flu. We have cows.
Yeah, our chickens are all dying from the bird flu too. It's nasty.
Yeah. Don't worry. We fired the department that researches that.
I know. I saw. What the fuck, my guy?
Well, you know, don't worry. The guy currently in charge of CDC, is very, has promised that he will find a connection between vaccines and autism.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. That's something else.
That is in fact
Anyways.
something else.
Anyways, other topics. I don't remember what I was. Oh, I was just saying like you could probably lie to someone and say like that bananas went extinct, and we technically what we're eating aren't bananas, but like a relative of the banana.
Yeah, bananas
like,
actually have gone extinct.
Yeah, we actually don't. What they essentially bananas went extinct. I think somewhere in I think it was was it the 60s? Whenever like in South America they had a big like not revolt. What do I call it? Political coup.
Yeah.
That's what I would call it. Yada yada. For reasons I don't understand, bananas, like the literal bananas, went extinct. But humans made like changes to another fruit that's like basically a banana, and so we don't have like bananas you see in like old cookbooks aren't the same bananas as the ones we actually have now.
Yeah, and that's what Skinner was talking about. Banana flavored candies being based off of an extinct banana. Not an extinct banana, the extinct banana. Like bananas aren't real.
You know that yeah. I want everyone to be clear that I am lying. I made that entire thing up.
No, he didn't. Bananas aren't real.
No, I am deceiving
He's trying to
everybody.
cover his tracks because he doesn't want the government after him.
No,
but bananas are not real.
I joked that it'd be easy to lie, and I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna start lying. And I started lying.
You can't just come onto the internet and lie, Henry.
Do you really think someone would do that? Come to the internet and lie?
You can't do that. What would my mother say? Not your mother, my mother.
I don't know, probably something in a... I don't know.
Damn.
Something in a... I know. Which side speaks... is like... what's the word for it?
My mom's Italian.
Speaks a language other than English? Fuck, okay, so your dad. Shit. Your mom would be like, oh...
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! We're very professional, Chad.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to be clear that I am lying. Because I didn't want to just lie and then be like, what, you couldn't tell? Because, like, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, Henry's, ADHD brain.
Yeah, alleged, well, okay, diagnosed, but...
Alleged? Bitch, you're medicated.
I am medicated, but my doctors were shitty. And my current self-diagnosis, which I don't know is true, might be bipolar. I don't have any. I don't have it confirmed.
Yeah. I think I remember talking about that with you ages ago.
Yes, but the reason it's my current theory is because I go through sessions of being horribly depressed and sessions where I'm I spend more money, it's easier to go outside, and I sleep for like 4 or 6 hours a night, and I'm okay.
I do that too, and I'm not bipolar, so therefore you're clearly not bipolar either. Except actually bipolar disorder does run in my family, so maybe I am bipolar, ?
Whoa. Except the Rogue of Light? Maybe it's the Rogue of Flight.
Oh, apparently it's a, what was it? It was a Star Wars reference or something? It's a reference to something.
Sounds like it could be a Star Wars reference. Sorry for not
knowing the origin. I don't remember. Or Star Trek, one of the two. They're both the same to me. They both have star in the title.
I know, Rogue One is a movie from Star Wars. Apparently, from what I heard of the concept, it was kind of neat. I don't know if it's good or not. Star Trek is Homestuck. Whoa.
Oh well, there you go. It was neither.
I think Homestuck was a little before me, or I was just on a different portion of the internet.
It was my era. I was just on a different part of the internet.
I don't remember what was. I was playing like Nickelodeon games, like on that website, or like PBS Kids games.
Oh my god.
And then I got into Minecraft.
Henry, I've been meaning to start doing Minecraft streams for ages, and I started and then I stopped, and I need to commit to it.
I wouldn't commit.
To
Someone,
Minecraft?
yeah, it's hard to commit to Minecraft.
It's so hard to commit to Minecraft.
It really is.
It's really fun though.
I need an objective, or else I'm just like.
Oh my god, you sound like the boyfriend. He's the exact same. He's like, I can't play a game that doesn't have an ending. And I was like, well, Minecraft does have an ending. And he goes, shut the fuck up, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. With like streaming Minecraft, I'm like, oh, if I were to try to speedrun it, or if I was just trying to complete it with a really hard challenge, that could be fun. But if I were just to like play it, I'd be like, all right, guys, time to fish for 20 more minutes.
See, that's what the boyfriend would do. He loves fishing mini games,
Yeah.
so he would probably just sit and fish in Minecraft for like 16 hours. Which would still be a better use of his time than fucking 100%ing Poke Park. Fuck that game. I actually hate Poke Park now.
That's fun. I think I like challenges of games. Not necessarily like make the game harder, but just like to challenge you to even complete the game.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of fun. Like I beat a game recently called Small Saga.
Yeah.
It's like a JRPG style game. It's like an indie game that is based. It's game ice.
Oh, I love Game Ice.
Yeah, you're little dudes. Yeah, you're a mouse, a mouse or a rat. I think it's a mouse. A mouse, a lab rat, a squirrel, and a shrew, a mole, a vole, one of those animals.
Mm.
And you're fighting other little animals, and it's like a little kingdom. And one's got a lighter, sort of like they do fire magic. One's got the main guy has a switchblade that's human size, so it's like Guts Berserker sword basically. My mic is popping. Thanks.
Oh,
I assume that's not a good thing.
is it you? I thought it
mean
was.
in bad
I honestly thought it was my headphones, because my headphones make that sound sometimes. So I thought that was just me.
Oh, no. How is it? Am I just like breathing? Am I just talking right into the mic, or is it? If my mic does get fuzzy, that just happens, and I don't know why.
No, it's like actually like crackling sounds.
Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Let me check my.
Is it a USB mic?
It is not. It is plugged into an interface, and then that interface plugged in. Like,
I was gonna say maybe unplug and replug, because that happens to me with my, again, not my microphone, but my headphones.
Turn on crisp and noise suppression, but like. Yeah. I mean, my internet is at like a little low, but I don't think that would do it. Sorry for making the content worse for y'all. Like an electrical pop. Interesting. Let's see.
I think it's gone, actually.
Nice. I turned on a Discord thing. We'll see if it happens again. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'll try not to talk into my mic. Small Saga, right?
Never mind, it's back.
What the fuck? You son of a bitch.
It wasn't me!
Yeah.
Chat, why am I being blamed for this?
I'm just gonna switch which. Hang on, I'm gonna not be able to speak. 1 second.
Okay. Henry's dead. He can't defend himself anymore. Chat, now's your chance to say something really mean. I'm not gonna say anything mean. So, the god of technical difficulties. Hey! I meant say something mean about Henry, not me. That was rude.
Input device. Okay, that should be correct. Wait, why
Hi.
can't I hear? I changed my mic. Why do my headphones? Oh, right. These headphones are ass. They are connected with audio, but I can't hear because they. I couldn't fucking tell you, actually.
Uh-huh.
Right back. Alright,
He's
that should be
based?
working, though.
Wow, okay. Don't tell him that. I love that every time I have a guest on stream, chat just automatically sides with them. It's like, fine. I'll just never invite them ever again.
Okay, I can hear.
Oh, hello.
I can hear now. I don't know if does my mic sound any better or different.
It might need a minute.
Is it crackly?
Right now, no.
Bet. All right, let's hope that changed things. Anyways, Small Saga, whatever. Game Ice. Point is,
Yeah,
I
Game
beat it
Ice.
recently. I played it for a little bit a long time ago, and then I just like, oh, I should play this again. I have a day off. I beat the whole thing in one day.
Mm. Hey!
And
Sorry, chat's throwing shit at me. Stop! Guys, Henry's trying to talk. I thought you liked Henry.
Fish. I mean, I can still talk with you getting attacked. Doesn't affect me anymore.
Ow.
But no, I thought about, because you can like equip shit like armor and items, but the game's really easy, except for like one boss fight where you're fighting a full-size person with a scalpel, and he can just grab your party member and squeeze him to death.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's the white god, because they call the humans gods because they're whatever. But
And he's
white
white,
god
I'm
because he's a
assuming.
lab. No, he has a lab coat on and a mask.
Damn. I thought the mice were being racist for a minute.
No, you fight him in a hospital. But yeah, anyways. I barely got through that boss fight. Not barely. I did have to think a little bit. It's the only boss fight I had to think for.
Yeah.
And, like, even like the final boss, fucking ridiculously easy. But apparently there are playthroughs people do where they use no equipment. And that kind of sounds fun just for the stress.
Henry, do you hate yourself?
Still, no.
Okay, good. I was just curious because it's a very similar response to my boyfriend, because he loves 100%ing stuff, and he always gets super stressed and like angry at the games that he 100%. So I'm like, why don't you turn the game off? You're clearly not having fun. And he goes, no, I'm having a great time. I'm like, sweetie, you gotta pop a blood vessel. And he goes, no, trust me, I'm having a fantastic time. I'm like, do you hate yourself?
I don't play against people. I don't play against people for that reason, because I'm not good at
no,
games.
he doesn't play against
but
people either.
But when there's math and like forethought behind it, that's where I can like get locked in and obsessed.
It's just funny to me. But then again, I have no room to judge because of what I did on Saturday. So. Oops.
Is that the what was it?
Yeah, that's the 15.5-hour game.
I don't know how to stay awake for 15. Actually, I don't know how to stay awake for 15 hours. Because I dropped a dice and it's gone. You bitch. I'm in my time of crisis.
I enjoy seeing you in your time of crisis, Henry.
Yeah, what the hell? I need to grab one of my fidget toys. My hands need to be moving. That's what, dude. For Christmas, I got a basket of fidget toys. I was really upset because I'm like, oh man, I just don't feel like this feels weird about how like my parents see
the
me.
whole like infantilization thing.
Yeah, it felt really bad, and I'm like, okay, these are kind of fire. Because it was my sister's idea, and she's also or she's, I don't know.
That reminds me of that stupid BoJack Horseman audio clip where like he wants to leave the car with Diane, and she goes, no, you can stay here and play with this kaleidoscope I got you. And BoJack's like, what? A kaleidoscope? I'm not 5. And then he plays with it. And he's like, shapes of colors of the likes of which I have never seen.
Yeah, I already broke 2 of them.
You broke
Maybe
2 of them?
Maybe 3 at this point. I don't know.
Oh goodness. I have these fidget bracelets that I only have because I tabled at a couple of conventions last year. And at the end of one of the conventions, this girl walked around with like little gift bags, and she goes, hi, I'm not an artist that was part of the alley, but like I really like supporting Artist Alley and like you guys and what you guys do, so I got you a little gift bag. And I opened it up, and there were these 2 like gemstone bracelets, but like all the gemstones are like perfectly spherical. And I'm like, oh, that's really fun. And like to this day, they're my fidget bracelets. I play with them when I'm stressed out and I need to relax, or when I need to focus, like, and they just sit on my desk. Give me a kaleidoscope and I'm good for an hour. It's all fun and games until you run out of combinations. Then you get bored. I think the last time I used a kaleidoscope, I was maybe like 6. I need stress severe, like, reaction-based shit. Neon White is a pretty good example. Oh my god, I have access to Neon White now, because my partner's got an Xbox, and it's part of, like, the Xbox Game Pass. I've been meaning to try it for a while, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared of it.
There's a... I tried playing Signalis. I couldn't fucking do it.
Ooh,
It's
I
unrelated,
really
I
liked
just-
Signalis.
I didn't
I didn't finish
I've-
Signalis. I would like to go back and finish it.
I like the lore.
You don't
That's
like...
interesting.
You
I
don't
the
like
setting.
lesbian robots?
No, I do like the lore. I like the setting.
Okay.
It's neat.
It's pretty
But
good.
the fucking... The gameplay I just can't do. It's not really my shit.
That's right, because you're not old like me.
I don't... What?
The gameplay is very, very heavily inspired by, like, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era type games. Which, to be fair,
No,
I
I feel
didn't
like
play
horror
growing
games.
up. I had to teach myself how to play those, like, maybe 4 years ago.
I just don't like horror games. Like, I had a GameCube.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're
I don't know
a
what you want from
coward!
me. Like,
I forgot.
yeah, dude. Like, I like Lethal Company. That's because I have friends, and I'm going to be with them soon.
Lethal
You know,
Company's
like,
not...
even if I'm like...
Lethal Company is not quite what I would call a horror game, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Like, it depends, because, like, if I get in this head of mind where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just run in and wee ballin', then I won't be afraid, and that's really just up to me.
I do
But
love
this
a good
is,
fucking wee
my
ball.
choice. Yeah, but also I could choose to be, like, afraid. I say like way too much. I gotta chill
You do
with
say
that.
like way too much.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to be supportive, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know. Don't have much else to say, but I just don't like horror games all too much. I like puzzle games and detective games. If any of you like detective or puzzle games, on Steam, there's a game called The Darkest Files that came out somewhat recently.
Ooh.
I accidentally got it the day it came out.
What do you mean accidentally?
I don't know, I was just looking at detective games and it came out the same day I was looking and I got it. Looked nice.
There's a game that we
It's
played
really
on...
well drawn.
Sorry, go on.
Very good. Oh, okay. Well, it's very well drawn. Looks like a comic book. Very cool. It's about you as a prosecutor after the Third Reich had fallen, and you're trying to persecute people who did crimes during the Nazi regime.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it's based off true stories, like actual cases.
Yeah.
There's only 2 so far, but they're really good. And I'm hoping they do more. So buy it. Anyways, continue.
There was a game that we played last week that I reckon you would like. We actually ended up getting the developer of the game in Twitch chat. It was really cool.
Yo, hell yeah.
It's a free-to-play game called Qualia. And basically, you sit, like, in front of a computer with 2 text responses, right? Like, the computer asks these 2 people that you cannot see or hear or interact with a question. And on your computer, you see both of their answers, participant 1 and participant 2. And your job is to basically decide, based on the answers they give, whether or not the person is a human or an AI.
Oh.
It's really cool. It was like 6 or 7 endings. And it was
6
really...
endings or 20,000 words.
It was really interesting, and yeah, like I said, we ended up actually being lucky enough to have the developer hop into the stream with us. So we got to see all the cute little secrets.
I play that. It's free to play. What do I have to lose?
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. And to 100% it, like, because there's no achievements, so to get all 7 endings, granted with the help of the developer, it only took us like what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Reminds me of a game I played a little bit of. It was it's very similar, or I guess it might be similar, but it's, what is it? It's Hypnospace Outlaw.
What the fuck is a Hypnospace Outlaw?
you are playing a moderator on old like 90s style forum posts.
What the fuck?
And yeah, and you have to find crimes that you are supposed to be moderating by finding hidden links or following like rabbit holes into websites to find who made them, and then Google can like search terms that are in those. It's really neat. And there is a story like when there's a couple time skips because I said like again whatever. There are a couple time skips where you're like, oh, you did your mission. All right, let's do a couple weeks later.
Okay.
And then there's one that's like 30 years later, and there's a project going on to like archive the old forums of that they're still around because you had like a headset. It's like you log in using a headset style, SAO style,
Yeah.
but not yeah. Anyways, it's really neat. I guess I could say the twist if you don't care.
People in chat might care.
Okay, but anyways, your actions earlier in the game do have impact on the later thing, and it kind of hit me hard. I was a little surprised. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It was very impressive. It was very cool.
I like shit like that.
Very neat. Yeah, it was very neat. Yeah.
So
yeah, I do like puzzle
we are
games
about
and
to finish, I think, probably on Wednesday, honestly, because it's very short. We are about to finish season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead in 2 days.
Oh hell yeah.
And we have reunited with Kenny.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And we are obsessed with Kenny now. I mean, I was always obsessed with Kenny, but now chat is obsessed with Kenny as well.
I don't actually know who you guys are playing it here. That's crazy.
I
didn't know you're playing it on stream. I guess it's kind of obvious if I think about it.
Oh, that's what I was asking you about. If you wanted to join me to play it on stream.
Oh. I guess I'm
like
just dead
ages
dumb
ago,
as hell.
I was like, "Hey Henry, you awake?"
Probably at the time I wasn't.
No, I don't think you were.
Okay,
that's that. Now we need to do this
I gotta figure out how to. I think that works. Yeah, I want to play with my boyfriend because he doesn't know anything about it. And man, that game. Okay, I love that game.
It's pretty fucking good,
I
eh?
played, yeah. And I think it's true. Like, even if something's not perfect, like I've seen plenty of like YouTube video essays that are like, well, actually, it's not like like this isn't done well, or like this could be done better. I still think you could find like art in something. You could find like purpose for something for you, even if it's not like good art. If someone could declare such a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's up to you whether like, oh, Kenny's an inconsistent character, or if you just kind of like interpret it in certain ways. Because I think Kenny's a very interesting character that just has like personal meaning to me.
I love Kenny. My hot take is people who stan Kenny should also stan David from season 3, but I don't want to go into that too much yet because chat hasn't seen David.
That is a fire take.
It is. Yeah, I know. The Walking Dead Telltale community is gonna hate me for it, but I stand by it. If you're a Kenny stan, then you should also be a David stan, or you should at least be able to tolerate David and understand him as a character.
This is probably one of my favorite characters that, for some reason, well, actually, I know the reason. Other people don't like, is Ben.
Yeah,
really like
Ben
Ben.
is also a bit of a divisive one. I know he divided up my chat a little bit.
Of course, like he's annoying and he is like unreliable and he kind of fuck everyone up. But dude, like, he's what, 17?
At oldest, yeah.
Yeah, and I just seen in my game. I guess it's just based on the decisions I made, where he stayed behind, to like guard the boat. We go to do something. We come back and the boat's gone and he's like beaten up. He's like, yeah, I got beaten up with the cancer patients. And Kenny's like, you fucking loser, moron, like, you dumbass, like Kenny fucking starts going off on him.
Yeah, but that's because Kenny doesn't see Ben as a real man.
Yeah, Benny.
Benny.
Actually, Benny. Ben. Kenny. Jeez. Kenny doesn't see Ben as fitting what he thinks a man should be, which also I think shows what Kenny thinks he should be.
See, I love Kenny, but
So-
like, I'm not gonna defend the man. He is pretty sexist and racist.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
What do you mean? I
I do
like
think-
Kenny. I know you like Kenny. I don't care about Kenny, and I'm rooting for his death. First of all, how dare you? Second
Wild.
of all,
I think
no comment.
Oh right, I can't get to. I'll get to. What can
Dumb
I
of
get to with
as
Kenny?
he's a
Nothing-
child.
I'll just
I
do
can't
nothing.
blame him. Yeah, Ben is
Yeah.
a sad one.
But in my playthrough, Ben just actually stands up for himself. He just goes, "Man, fuck you, Kenny!" Like his voice cracking, all that shit.
Yeah, he did
And I
that
was
for
like,
us
"Holy
too.
shit!" Yeah, and he just went off like, "I lost so much shit. I was in high school like a couple months ago, and now all my family might be dead, and I'm never gonna see them again. Fucking give me a break."
Yeah, the fucking like at least you
Um,
got to say goodbye, man. Like holy shit.
That was awesome. That was great. And I think that was a moment where Kenny was like, "Oh,
Shit.
huh. Like you may not be a man, but at least you got feelings." But I guess he could relate to him in that way. Kenny has to relate to someone in a way in which he personally holds himself. I feel that's the way he like sees the world.
Yeah, that's
You know?
why his opinion of Lee changes so much throughout the game.
True. Yeah. He's just like, "Oh, you're probably not what I think you are," and then, why he thinks that?
So there's a
and then
comic
you-
about Lee and
Yes.
Kenny that I really want to make that my partner gave me the idea for.
Hmm.
So you know how Kenny is a little bit racist and he's like, "Oh, you know how to pick locks because you're urban."
Yeah.
So
You're urban?
so
What the fuck?
so I want to draw a comic where like they're at the hotel, right? They're getting raided. They're getting attacked by the raiders because you know Ben fucked up, and they're sitting down. They're trying to defend the line, and Kenny's trying really hard to hurl insults, but then like he goes to say something to the raiders, and then he stops and he looks at Lee and he doesn't say it, and then Lee and Kenny lock eyes, and Lee's just like, "Man, say it. I give you the paws," and Kenny just nods, jumps out, and goes, "Fucking," and just starts
Kenny would.
slurring
would.
everywhere.
Actually, I'm not sure Kenny would. I don't know if Kenny would.
I think he would.
I'm kinda
I think he would, and he doesn't because he likes Lee. You know.
I don't think that's.
I think he would,
That's
because
Actually-
we already know he's racist. We know he's racist
he profiles.
racially.
Yeah. He's also really into accents.
Yeah, it's true.
We have seen that in both of his.
Lee would give him the pass. Yeah, I agree. Lee would give Kenny the pass, and it would be so funny.
I feel like whether Kenny would or would not say it, he would talk about how he has to pass all the time.
All the time. Like, "Oh yeah, my urban friend, my Negro friend." It's like, "Whoa, Kenny, hang on."
Like what? I thought that was like the more politically correct way to say it. Like, no, Kenny.
Lee's behind him's like, "Man, shut
No.
up." I love Lee and Kenny
Boy.
together.
Yeah, I think Kenny is very toxic,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I like that. I like seeing that. It's more interesting than having everyone be nice.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, he's got a wife and kid. I don't know how he pulled that, but good on him.
Yeah, had a wife and kid.
Just goes to show if Kenny can pull a wife and create children, being the sexist, low-key racist man that he is, there's no excuse for any of you in chat. Go get laid.
The thing is that he got his partner is a foreign woman who is a vet, and he hunts dolphins. as a commercial fisherman.
That is so true. Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot that he's a fisherman and he hunts dolphins.
Yeah, I don't know if he like hunts dolphins, but at least he mentioned like, yeah, I've hooked a couple dolphins. Like, isn't that you can actually ask like, isn't that illegal? And I don't remember his response. Commercial fisherman. I don't know exactly what commercial fisherman means.
As opposed to
like,
a recreational fisherman?
Yeah, basically.
Or
like,
a freelance fisherman?
Yeah, I guess a commercial fisherman just okay. Yeah, engages fishing as a profession or business activity. Operate on large scale. Okay, so like going out on ships for like companies.
Yeah. That's what I assumed.
Okay, and not just like a. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, dolphins are assholes. Yes. Also, hold on. Excuse you. Why do you assume I haven't? Jake, I don't mean to be rude, but like, have you met you?
Shout out to Dolphins. Okay, goated football team. I don't know anything about football.
Wow. Yeah, I said it. Henry, for context, we have also just outright self-diagnosed Jake as autistic. So he now gets autistic. He's autistic and gets no bitches now. That's the Jake law.
That's a new level. That's a new level.
You play Valorant? Sit down. Facts. Facts, actually.
Yeah, okay. I can't defend Valorant.
Actually, no. I know someone who plays Valorant and gets bitches. But it's not Jake.
Oh, I also know someone who plays Valorant and gets bitches.
It's so interesting that those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can, in fact, play Valorant and get bitches.
I know 2 people? I think Cole plays.
I know one, but I think it might be 2 because I think he met his main squeeze on Valorant, actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you know,
crazy.
when you don't have any other options.
Well, see, not only did they meet on Valorant, they're both VTubers as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of puns for like, what's it called? Roman numerals, V's. I was trying to figure out something there, but
I don't know what to tell you, man. I've never heard a joke before in my life.
Yeah, it fucking shows.
Hey! That wasn't very nice. Oh, I'm getting fucking tired, man. I have a soft drink. Why am I getting tired? You know why?
Then in that case, I might also obtain a soft drink.
I still have a sleep hangover, stream hangover. That's why I'm not fully recovered yet, chat.
I did have a small bottle of wine, but that was a while ago, and I'm kind of normal now.
That's fair.
It wasn't. I drank it slow enough where it just didn't hit me too hard.
Gets the timeout, Hammer. Skinner, hang on. Let him speak for a second. I need to figure out why I keep coming back to this stream. Jake, because you love it. Because you love it, Jake. That's why anyone comes back. Because they love me. Ow. Yeah, that's probably the real reason why you get to throw shit at me.
I'm back. Sorry, I was grabbing a soft drink, but I think the real reason I watch this stream is to hold out hope that I show up.
It's true. The only reason anyone ever comes to my streams is because every time I hit live, they're praying that Henry is here.
Yeah. How it is.
Because you know we're just taking the piss. It's true. It's true. If you can't handle getting made fun of by me and the rest of the Twitch chat, then maybe this isn't the stream for you. We love to take the piss out on each other.
I'm drinking A&W root beer.
Ooh, root beer. I don't think I've ever had a root beer, actually.
What?
I don't think I've ever had a root beer.
Like the concept of... That's wild.
I don't even think Ruby is real, if I'm being honest.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it is, but probably some medicinal like fake bullshit back in the day, and they're just like, it's not the taste. Let's just add some shit in there and make it not drugs anymore.
Make it not drugs anymore. That is fantastic. I mean, that's kind of what they did to Coke and Pepsi. It's like, hey, why don't we just remove the drug?
Every other soda, yeah, and then add a different addictive chemical.
Yeah, but one that's legal this time.
True.
Man, animation takes forever. I miss animating, but then I sit down to animate and I'm like, now I remember why I stopped. This takes fucking yonkers.
Dude, I wish I could... Oh, this might get a little sad, so I'll try to keep it upbeat with the sound of my voice.
Oh, okay.
I haven't acted in a while. Yeah, I haven't acted in a while because I get panic attacks every time I get in front of a mic nowadays, and I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, it's been a long while since I've tried.
Maybe I should write something for you and we can sit in a voice chat together.
Yeah, we should. Not even. It doesn't have to be anything.
Yeah,
we can just find something.
Yeah.
Voice. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
I have been meaning to write new material for you.
Hell yeah.
Because I want to do. I want to do more stuff like the video that I sent you today.
Yes, hell yeah. It's an enrichment activity for me.
Yeah, little stimulation activity for you. Like, here you go.
A hamster in a cage being like, oh shit, dude,
oh!
A live cricket.
Yeah, that's basically what it would be.
let's fucking go.
Do I have...
I love falling down rabbit holes. It's a favorite pastime.
I do not have eyeshadows. Do I have eyeshadows for here? I do not. Okay, I'm gonna make some. Little Sylv, what are you doing? Get your shit together, girly.
Yeah, what Soul said.
I get timed out, labeled autistic,
what Big Soul
virgin,
said.
and get gaslit, and I still make sure to use my Twitch Prime on this channel for some reason. Hint, hint, any lurkers in the chat. Give Sylv your money. Oh my god. So Henry, I have these two beautiful people in my chat who literally every chance they get will find an excuse to tell people to subscribe to the channel. There was one stream a little while ago. Both of them were like, Skinner was like, hey, if you guys enjoy the stream, you should subscribe to Sylv. And then Jake hops in and he's like, hey, if you've got Twitch Prime, you should use that to subscribe to Sylv. And then someone else in the chat goes, or you can just get ad blocker. And then immediately, Jake and Skinner pull out like the gun emojis, like holding this person at gunpoint, and then they get timed out. But I don't run a cult, I swear.
Listen, I mean, question was I never asked you if you ran a cult because I could care less, personally. You could run a cult. That's fine by me.
No, I don't run a cult. I need to beat the cult allegations. Henry, you'll vouch for me, right? I don't run a cult.
Not one that I'm a part of.
What a response.
Thanks.
Alright, I think the shadows can stay intact, but I gotta like... Ooh, where's my eraser? There we go. Like, clean this shit up.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're excused, but just this once, okay?
Got it. I won't be tired of her again.
Yeah, this can't be a pattern of behavior, my dude.
It's gonna happen again.
I'm so sorry, Jake. I read your comment, but the first thing I read was strap on. So I see your name and the words strap on. I, I, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Why do I say in chat?
Y'all VGen ever just start.
That
VGen
one,
ever just start
no,
getting all
that
the-
one,
Yeah, actually.
that one was on me. That one was on me.
My vision does get wobbly sometimes. Also, if I stand up too fast, there's a chance I'll pass out.
Oh
That
yeah,
happens every
better
night.
go be a bitch. Skinner, the porn
Yeah,
allegations aren't going away. Oh no. Why does every single art stream turn into making fun of Jake? It's not even it's specifically the art streams that Jake gets made fun of.
Well, you know, you need talking points, and if
And he's here, it's
I
true.
mean, yeah, it speeds itself.
They're
Just like
romance
Gooner, ain't
novels?
that bad.
Jake. What's the plot of the romance novel? Go on. Actually, no.
Listen, I'm not gonna say.
Tell us the name of
Sure.
the romance novel.
I'm not gonna say that like I read porn for the plot, but the plot is important to how I feel about the porn.
It's very true. It's very true. Context matters.
Yes, I agree. It's like why is this sex scene important to the characters? Like, you know, like it needs to build up.
Yeah, of course. You need appropriate build-up. They need proper chemistry.
What dynamic is being established here?
Emberclaw. I've never heard of Emberclaw.
That sounds like a D&D thing. Or, sorry, Magic the Gathering thing.
The first book was Dragonfall. I have heard of a book called Dragonfall before. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard the title before.
It also is a Magic the Gathering thing, but barely. That's why I thought I saw it. In a duology, I want to read.
Would you love a good
I give myself a lot
duology?
of time.
Jake, if I add smut scenes to my zombie graphic novel, will you read it? Do I need to add smut to my graphic novels to get people to read them? Or will you read them because you love me?
No, you gotta do what the author of Sword Art Online did, and you gotta take chapters and do like 0.5 chapters where they're in between, and it's a sex. That's where the porn is.
I actually have been thinking of doing 0.5 chapters, but like not porn. That being said, I have been briefly planning a Forget-Me-Not Dojin.
Is it the same character? It's like a spin-off where it's different characters. Be like, don't you? I know, like you like these characters in this world, right? What if you thought about people having sex there?
No, one of them is a Caden Haley hate sex Dojin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was just gonna be like, never tried hate sex, but then I realized like I don't want to have a conversation about that.
I don't want to talk about hate sex actually. But yeah.
You know, now that I think about it.
That was the original idea, but I ended up meeting someone who has had hate sex before, and they're like, trust me, it is not hot, it's terrifying. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Really?
Yeah. They're like,
sometimes terrifying is hot for some people.
Yeah,
not
but,
defending anything they went through.
they're like ashamed that that's something that happened. And I'm like, oh shit, damn. Yes, unironically, yes. I can also read things with no sex in them. Are you sure? Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. It's like, I have to have porn in my books, or else what's the point of reading it?
Alright, Jake, if you can read books without sex in them, prove it. Read my book.
Prove
it?
So, then you gotta add sex to the book and then make him a liar.
Yeah. Read the book, and then I'll add a sex chapter at the end to be like, ha! You're a fucking liar!
Got your ass!
Fucking got you! I'm gonna put this over here for the time being, and then we're gonna come back.
Oh, excuse me. Oh no.
No! I told you! I told you!
I forgot.
Just that once!
My bad. My bad, girl.
Right. My bad, he says.
And shit happens.
I can't fucking win. Actually, yes you can, by reading my book. Guys, am I annoying yet? Am I annoying about my book yet? Guys, did you know that I wrote a book?
I mean, let's do. I like your advertisement something you made. It's like Audible. It's like if you're doing like an advertisement for another thing, then it
Yeah.
could get annoying. But you know.
Yeah, but it's my book, so like, you know. I feel like that's fair game.
Oh, we get it.
Chat, fun fact, I wrote a book.
I genuinely thought there was gonna be more for a second.
What did you say? Ow.
I thought there was gonna be more there for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, like chat for a second. I'm like, or like chat. Actually, I'm like, oh, conversation. I wrote a book. I'm like, yeah. Oh, god damn it.
me when I wrote a book. Chat, did you know I wrote a book? I'm still learning how to read. Fair, honestly.
Print the shirt.
Did you now, Sylv? I did not notice. Excellent. Excellent. Well, chat, you're in luck because I have in fact written a book. Actually, the second book is going to be done, hopefully, by the end of the year. The boyfriend has decided that he's going to learn how to use Clip Studio Paint so that he can help me do the flat coloring and all the lettering. Because I keep talking to him about how upset I am that book 2 hasn't come out yet. I started writing book 2 at the end of 2021. It is now 2025 and it is still not finished. So he's going to learn the program and help me pump it out the door.
I mean, hey, if you ever feel bad, know that J.R.R. Martin has been writing The Winds of Winter for like, what, 12 years now? Something like that?
Well, yeah, but the writing quality between me and him is a little bit different, you know?
I know, but it's all the same process.
It's true, it's true. But, like, it's not like I haven't finished writing it. Like, the book is done. The reason why it's not finished is because I restarted all of the comic page, like, artwork 3 times. Because my art, like, just evolved that fast. I had to keep changing the old pages to fit the new style. So now I've stopped, and whatever it looks like now is whatever it's gonna look like when it's published, because it needs to be done. I'm tired of restarting the book and getting nowhere.
Neato.
Which hopefully means more material for you soon.
Yippee!
Because chat, fun fact, once book two is done, I'm probably not gonna do part 3 as a book. I'm probably gonna go back and do like a quote-unquote, in quotations, movie adaptation of book 1 before I get into book 3. But that's gonna take years, so we're just gonna wait for book 2 to be finished and then we'll get started on that. One thing at a time. 2 things at a time. I need one thing for when I get bored of the other thing, so 2 things at a time.
I feel it. Yeah, that's... Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
something when I'm bored of the other thing. What, you expect me to just have one thing? Who do you think I am?
No. At minimum 2 things.
I hope my burping isn't going to
Minimum 2 things.
What am I, superhuman?
There we go. Look at my little guys. Aren't my little guys just so little and guys? Also, this is not what Siobhan looks like anymore. The reason I'm not gonna reanimate all of the scenes that Siobhan is in because then I'll just have the same problem that I had when I was writing book 2. So I'm gonna leave her in like the old style that she was in the first book. Because that's too much work. I don't want to redraw her for this entire anime opening, even though she's not here for very long. Which is why she looks a little bit different. She looks like a little baby. I haven't seen this art style, or Siobhan in this art style, in so long, actually. It's been a hot minute.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Gone.
Oh, I'm done with my thought. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. It's gone.
Oh, damn. Don't you hate when that happens, actually?
I remember. Vaporeon. Why do you have a 3D Vaporeon?
Oh shit, I didn't even know Vaporeon was on the screen. Okay, hang on, I gotta get rid of her because Rosho's grounded.
No!
Yeah, Rosho's grounded. He's not allowed to see his wife. Oh, and he's got his Walking Dead hat on. Why does he have that? Get out of there. Chat, why did nobody tell me that Rochelle was with his wife? You all know he's grounded and you said nothing.
No. Why did you have to remind her? And my hat too?
You know what? I'll give you your hat back, but you're still grounded from seeing your wife. Like, I don't know why you thought you could pull a fast one on me like that. The only reason I let you have her on Saturday. Oh no, actually I didn't let you have her on Saturday. If I speak up, I get bullied. Jake, shut the fuck up. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a little too far, even for a funny haha.
Don't be mean to JK.
I used to call him JK actually.
Ah, damn.
I did
And one
nothing
time he was
wrong
like,
and you
"It's
are a
Jake," and I'm
tyrant.
like, oh. Hey, listen. You did nothing wrong. You were talking about your fucking, like, exhibitionist escapades with your wife. How you like to have sex with her in public parks on my stream. You can't be doing that. I'm sorry, you're grounded.
Oh, sorry, unrelated. But
Yeah.
just apparently Macaulay Culkin is going to be in the next season of Fallout. I'm very excited.
I didn't even know Fallout was getting another season.
Hell yeah. Been in production for a while.
Like I said,
yeah, but
nothing
people are
wrong.
suspecting he plays an older Arcade Gannon, who's a character from New Vegas, because they're going to like that area. I'm a little worried about what they're going to do with New Vegas, just because people are going to be very I feel like people are going to be very opinionated about it. But
Oh yeah, but they were like that when Fallout like first came out, weren't they?
I don't really know. I think people generally liked it because they didn't try to. Yes, no, they were. Yeah, because one group was like struggling more than people thought, and they're like, "What? Why are they all? Why?" Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that sounds like people.
It does sound like people.
Hi Kyra, how you doing? Welcome to the
Inspiration
stream.
for grace you with her presence and brings coffee, smokes, snacks, and chalky milk. No thank you on the smokes. I will take the milk.
Oh, chalky milk is so good.
Oh yeah.
Except I can't have chocolate or milk, so you know.
Oh wait, chocolate milk. I thought it was chalky milk, like with chalk in it.
No, I'm so sorry. They don't have chalk milk.
But I like the gristle.
Henry, chalk milk died 8 years ago.
Everything dies 8 years ago.
It's I'm sorry. My partner has finally got me watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I fucking hate Gina and everything she stands for. But there is one time that this character made me laugh. She was talking to another character named Rosa. Rosa was trying to avoid this guy.
Oh, they brought back the Choco Taco.
What is a Choco Taco? What is that?
Oh. It's a frozen, to quote the Wikipedia, it's a good humor Breyer's ice cream novelty resembling a taco. It resembles a taco, but it's like a waffle cone instead of a taco shell. And it's got chocolate and vanilla ice cream in it.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. And
I would probably die just looking at that. I'm gonna be so real.
more for me. I mean, I don't like go out to chase ice cream trucks anymore. I'm an adult. I can go to the store and buy ice cream. But like, very nice to hear.
You know, in these trying times, sometimes all you need is some good news about ice cream.
And trying times, you just need ice cream.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Nah. You're cooking. You're right, etc., etc.
Etc., etc. Wow.
You know, I don't know. You know, I know what you're talking about. You're saying words that I would agree with in general terms.
Uh-huh. Are you tired, Henry?
A little bit, but we ball.
Okay.
Random thing. Another random thing. Maybe I should at some point. I'll be fine. No, it's a complete. That's just based. Never mind. I was gonna talk about something, but I realized only I care about it, and also it's just not relevant to anything that we're going to be able to talk about.
What was it?
So it's. I was thinking about Magic Gathering and Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the like 2 things that you default to every time.
Okay, I haven't thought about Doctor Who in a long time.
Yeah, well,
Whatever, dude. Anyway.
I'm just taking the piss.
Did you know that if a farmer has multiple tractors, a harvester and digger means that he is rich? His vessels cost more than a Ferrari. I mean, I don't know, these are for like labor, so it's like a business expense.
It's true. We do love some business expenses in this house, though.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
I do not have a business to be under expense.
Me as a kid. Man, I wish I had cash for the ice cream truck. Me as an adult. Man, I wish I had money for the ice cream truck. Actually, speaking of ice cream trucks, let me see if I still have it on my desktop. I have a picture. Oh my god, I have too much stuff open, so I can't actually find it. Give me 1 second. I have a picture on my desktop of Silver and Blaze. Let's see if I still have it or if I deleted it. I think I deleted it, but it's a picture of like Blaze washing the dishes in the kitchen, and Silver's like hugging her from behind, and Silver's just saying like, "Babe, the ice cream truck is outside," and Blaze just sighs and she's like, "Okay, go get my wallet." Yeah, I think I deleted it, but it's very cute. Oh no, I didn't delete it. I found it. I found it. Okay, hang on.
Nice.
I'll pop it up on the stream. How do I do this again? Image. Just put up.
Do browser and then put a link.
No, not browser. It is
Okay.
called. Hang on. First, we're gonna go onto the desktop. This one. There it is. There you go. I'll pop it in the corner. There. Oh, there you go, Henry. Someone in chat does care about Doctor Who.
My favorite Doctor? I mean, I liked 9th, 10th, and 12th. I didn't love the 11th, honestly. I was alright. He was alright. I just didn't watch as much of him. And I stopped watching, I think, midway through the 12th. But I was gonna tell the random thing about, like, during one of the characters from the old series had a communist like patch on their jacket because they're like a punk character. And in the Magic Gathering, because they made cards of those characters, they have the star, but not the hammer and sickle that would go in the middle of the patch.
Oh, they removed the communist logo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. 9 is very good. I very much do think 12 is a sleeper hit. 10 is obviously David Tennant. It's fantastic. Everyone knows. Very human take on the Doctor.
My favorite Doctor is the My Little Pony one.
Is there one?
Yeah. Like, actually, yeah, there is.
Neat. Mr. Bean, what's his real name? Rowan Atkinson. I'm surprised I remembered that. I googled it because I'm like, oh, what is his name? And I just remembered it before I loaded. He played a joke version of the Doctor for a skit. And he was pretty good as like I could have seen him as a Doctor from like the older series. I don't know much about the older. Well, I mean, I know a little bit about the older series, but I never watched any of it. I watched a little bit of the first Doctor, the Planet of the Daleks, which I think I had a different name at the time, but I don't remember. Or I had a different name, but I just don't remember. It was like that arc. It was written a lot differently because it was a serialized show back in the day.
Yeah.
So it was like each episode would be like, what happens next time? And then you get there and they're like, we've entered a new room. What happens next time? And then, because they had a budget of like, 30 pence, whatever they had back in the day. I don't know how much a pence is.
Me neither.
But like, yeah, it's something British. But they paid in licenses. No, yeah, the budget was cheap, and you'd be like, wow, we're spending a lot of time with these characters that have very little to do with anything. Next time! And it was just that for a while. I fell asleep to it. And of course, modern ones are each like movies, like little movies in them, in and of themselves. Different, written differently. Or produced someday. They're neat.
I don't know anything about Doctor Who. Never got into it.
I think it's interesting as like a piece of art because of how long it's been around.
Yeah.
And how it's been changed. I just think that is interesting. Because it has survived so many generations of writers.
Yeah.
Like it made the transition somewhat successfully. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's always interesting
And
to
also,
see
like,
a
Disney.
show where like the writers have literally transcended generations.
Yes. And people always say like, oh, it's always better with X time. It's never as simple as that, but all right, well, I think there were channel points. I went from, bits are different than channel points. I
Bits
saw
are
my
different than
bits
channel
at 0.
points,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh. I said like I saw my bits at 0. I'm like, oh, I guess I have no channel points. 'Cause I thought there was channel points, and then it just said you have like 2,300 points. I'm like, huh?
Huh?
Gained a lot very very suddenly. Yeah. Doctor, I think it's interesting.
Every now and again, we actually do predictions and like bets with the channel points. Like for my
Oh hell yeah.
for my subathon ages ago, I had I don't know if his real name is public. I had Churgo on, and we did like a
Really?
Yeah, he was my first guest for the subathon. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Name's Akon.
I was surprised he even like agreed.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we had him on, and we did like not AI, we did like the Smash Brothers like computer tournament type thing. And for every like fight in the tournament, we had like predictions, and chat could bet on like which computer they thought was gonna win. And it ended up with like Churgo winning every single bet. So by the time that section of the stream had ended, everyone in chat was poor, but Churgo, who had only ever been to one of my streams beforehand, had like 40,000 points.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Fucking rich, bro. The bourgeoisie. Everything went very quiet all of a sudden. I assume we just stopped talking. but-
Yeah. We just kind of stopped for a second. I have a
okay,
little bit of a
okay, cool.
headache because soft drinks. So I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of carrying the stream chat like right now.
That's great because I'm also drinking soft drinks.
Yeah, are you also gonna
Look
get a
at this-
headache
this
like a
stream is-
baby?
The stream is doomed.
Yeah, sorry chat. Y'all are fucked.
I what's the word? I condemn you to soft drink headache. A fate worse than death.
Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I'm just cleaning her up a little bit because the paintbrush overlapping got a bit too much, so I need to just erase and start again from the bottom. I don't know why I
Actually paying
decided,
attention
why
to
little
shit.
me decided that I needed to do like shading on this thing. I understand why. Little me thought it was cool and impressive, but older me thinks this is time consuming as fuck and might not even be worth it. Like, I'm not even gonna do shading for the fairy's tale. That shit's just flat color.
Lucky if you want shading, then go sit under a tree.
If you want shading for the fairy's tale, you gotta become a patron. I'm the only animator. I do not have enough time to do all of it. You gotta pay me to hire somebody else.
That's fucking funny.
What?
No, like I guess that is how that functions.
Yeah.
Funny. I think AI can be used for, like you said, like AI tournaments. I don't know exactly what you were doing, but I think it is funny. Like, Len and I were making came up with a board game idea, which is rock paper scissors, but we just added a bunch more stuff,
Mm.
and it was supposed to be unbalanced, and we had like cheating cards and stuff like that. But when we had like alien versus pencil, I just went to Google, or it was alien versus bed. I'm like, I just went to ChatGPT. I'm like, who would win a fight? And it was like, I mean, a bed's pretty big, but pencils write a lot of stuff, so probably pencil. I'm like, I bet.
That's pretty funny.
That's what I like using AI for. I think that's funny.
I don't
Well, let's
really
use AI
use
for,
AI anymore.
okay.
The last time I used AI is
No.
actually the last time we streamed together when we found that AI dungeon bot for like D&D games, and we had it write
Oh
a
my
forget
god, that was
Yeah, we had it write a
ancient.
forget me not episode. That was the last time I used AI.
When it was still a novelty. Now that everyone's like,
Yeah.
it's like becoming a thing. Now it's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that makes me a hipster, but oops.
No, back when it was a novelty and we didn't understand exactly what it was going to be used for, I think it's fine. I don't think you can hold people, like, you can hold what people did with AI back then against them. But now that we know better, and we know what, like, specifically the big corporate industries are trying to use AI for, I feel like now you kind of have to make your stance known, so to speak.
Like I you know, Magic the Gathering, like yada yada, whatever. I was like, hey, I wonder if, like, not to like actively, like, could it make up cards? Not to like, oh, I made this card, or like, oh, it can do this. I just want to see like what it would end up making. Like, what would playing a set made by a robot do? And they have those, but those were written by like a different form of AI.
Yeah, that's the other
and
thing. There are
ChatGPT
different forms of AI.
ChatGPT made the most boring fucking cards I've ever seen in my life. And it was just like, wow. I mean, yeah, what was I expecting? You know?
Yeah.
It just made cards that were like, yeah, those are in those are numbers.
Like, that is definitely a card.
It was one of the cards of all time.
I fucking love that quote. It's like one of the blank of all time. I don't know why, I just fucking love it.
It's funny.
My new college courses are gonna force me to learn AI. Why? What are you studying? Are you studying math?
I mean,
Are you still being a math nerd?
Because it is something that is important.
It depends
Going
on,
into-
like I literally just said, there are different forms of AI. The one that I'm the most knowledgeable of is generative AI, where like it like scrapes the internet for like text and like images and stuff in order to generate its own stuff. That's kind of the one that I feel like we need to be up in arms against in terms of replacing people. Honestly, this might be a hot take as an artist, but I think generative AI can be a really good tool in the process of creating art, as long as it is not creating the whole piece of art itself, if that makes sense. I think we can utilize it properly, it's just people are not utilizing it properly. And again, for like the third time, there are different forms of AI, so not every form of AI that currently exists is inherently evil, trying to steal people's jobs, you know? Some of them are just to help with calculations, like, a little quicker. Some of them Some of them are literally just AIs built in order to
that.
simulate shading on, like, animation done by real people. I think that form of AI is perfectly fine. Or, like, AI that'll help you automatically green screen certain parts of a film that you've created. Like, little things like that. That's what we should be using it for.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be. I think it'd be neat. I think using it for like hobbyist educational purposes could be interesting. Not like education, like actually learning something, like you're either gonna teach or using a job necessarily.
Yeah.
That you probably need more. I assume. Anyways, I don't know how far it's gotten, but yeah.
Honestly,
But anyways, like,
I think it needs to be used, if you're going to use it, then it should be a step in the process. The process shouldn't just be write a prompt in AI and let AI create the thing, you know?
Yeah, I agree. The reason I brought it up randomly was a very long time ago. You know, my friends and I, we play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. You hear it here first. And we had the idea, which I got based on like a bunch of coworkers playing fantasy, doing the fantasy football stuff. I'm like, what if I took the stat blocks of all like the characters we had, which we had like saved on random servers, and we had them like do combat, and people would like draft their teams and make like weird combinations of teams to like try to win and see who has the most whatever. We did that, but I realized it took me way too goddamn long because there are a lot of even if I only like 3 characters per team, that's still so much information for like you know, it still would take a very long time because D&D combat is slow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, what if I just wrote up like descriptions of each character, threw them into ChatGPT, and we have that determine it. I still might do that. I just need to get around like making the descriptions of characters and making them like
Yeah, but that's
somewhat
not
accurate.
that's not generative. It's just coming up with like, it's basically like the way you're describing it, it's kind of like a fancy math problem that you've given it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be getting it any actual stats. I'd just be giving it like descriptions of what they do and what they can like other feats before.
Oh, you know what that
And I'd
reminds
be
me
like,
of,
"All right,
actually? It reminds me of that
death
website.
battle me."
It reminds me of that website that you used to really, really like back when we were younger in our Nobilis Studios days. That Hunger
I don't know.
Games one where you'd like put a bunch of characters.
Brent Steele.
I have no idea what it was called.
Yeah. It's Brent Steele. I remember it.
It was.
Yeah, you could put his Survivor Simulator. Yeah.
Yeah, you used to love that one.
I thought it was very cool.
Oh, that's not correct. Oopsie. I haven't seen that website in years. I wonder if it's still up.
It is. I just looked it up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they're keeping it up to date too with all the new seasons of Survivor.
This is the wrong color. I'm an idiot.
They've also added RuPaul's Drag Race
Oh, cool.
and Among Us.
Among Us?
August. Wasn't there a show that's coming out about Among Us?
I don't know what you would do with an Among Us show. I mean, there's potential
Not do I,
there.
but I heard. Yeah, I heard it started existing, but I don't like.
Know anything beyond that?
Yeah, that's it.
That's weird. I know that Michael Bay is working on
Yeah.
a Skibbity Toilet movie.
Yes, you told me. That's
Oh, I told you already? Oh, fantastic.
yes.
Why do you sound so sad?
I'm sure.
Aren't you excited?
I don't know. It's. I guess not immediately. I'm sure it'll
Not
be fine.
immediately.
It's just a movie. It's just a movie. But
see,
like,
and I think
I'm worried. It's just gonna be like. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
well, see,
Who knows?
I told you this last time we were in VC, but there actually is lore in the Skibbity Toilet universe.
I've been told.
And like if you're picking up on it as you're watching Skibbity Toilet, it's actually pretty interesting. Which means that we need to sit down and watch Skibbity Toilet at some point.
Fuck. No. I don't know if I have that in me.
What do you mean? I feel like
I might not be strong enough.
I feel like that would be right up your alley, honestly. We should watch some Skibbity Toilet. I think you're built for it.
I never want to be told that I'm built for skibbity toilet. All due respect, Sylv, that is not something I want to have go down on my tombstone.
I don't think it would be on your tombstone. I think I would save you that grace.
I appreciate it.
But we should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I leave to eat for like 20 minutes. What do I come back to? Michael Bay is making a Skibbity Toilet movie, so I'm trying to get Henry to watch Skibbity Toilet with me. Because the Skibbity Toilet YouTube series actually does have a story and lore. And, I like to watch Skibbity Toilet under the guise of it being a post-apocalyptic horror, which is really funny.
Is it accurate?
I would say semi-accurate, at least for the first half of Skibbity Toilet, I'd say it's accurate. The second half is where it gets kind of interesting. Michael Bay really fallen from grace. What? No, watch. This is gonna be the best movie that he's ever directed.
That'd be funny as fuck, and I really hope that's true.
I really
it
hope
ends
that's
up being
true.
the best movie he's ever done.
It's gonna be fantastic, chat. You guys just aren't ready for it.
You just don't get it.
They don't.
You
They
wouldn't
don't
get it.
understand.
Where's the? Let me have a thing. I don't know what happened. I put all my notes from one of my D&D campaigns that I played in into ChatGPT and just said, summarize this or something like that. Because I write, it depends on the character, but I write fucking pages.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I usually will write like a massive chunk. I'll get like super into like whatever I'm writing and I'll write like massive chunks and then I turn to the boyfriend and I'm like, can you read this for me? And then he'll look at me and he'll be like, and then he'll read it because he loves me.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
You know what? Yeah, fair. Allegedly.
Oh, why does that work like that?
The thing is Among Us. What you mean? No, Among Us is the thing. Potato. Wait, I still hate. I showed my sister John Carpenter's The Thing, and she said this is just Among Us. That's so funny because I watched John Wick with my partner for the first time years ago, and I turned to him and I said, "This is literally just Doom. This is literally just the plot of Doom." And he sits down. He's like, "What? No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it is. The first John Wick movie is just the plot to Doom 2. And if you think about it, yeah, it is." And I think that's really funny. I love being able to compare two completely unrelated IPs like that. Did Doom Guy lose a dog? No, Doom Guy lost a rabbit, and the rabbit's name is the same name as John Wick's dog. The dog and the rabbit were both named Daisy. Then fair. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's more than fair. The John Wick movies are also really, really fucking good. I love the John Wick series. I still need to watch the I think it's Amazon show. I don't remember. The Continental. I still need to watch that.
I've heard of it.
It's basically a series based off of the hotel chain in the John Wick movies.
Hotel chain?
Yeah, the Continental.
Oh, I never watched John Wick.
Oh, you should watch John Wick.
Okay.
It's really fucking. Oh, so it's okay. I'll watch John Wick, but then I say we should watch Skibbity Toilet. It's like, oh fuck.
Well, I mean, I don't know. John Wick sounds interesting.
John Wick is pretty interesting. It's really good. Love John Wick.
When someone says like, "Oh, we should watch Skibbity Toilet together," it gives me the impression of like, "Hey, dude, watch this video. It's really funny," and then it's just me staring at a phone while you're waiting for me to be entertained.
No. We would commentate over Skibbity Toilet. I want to do like a proper like analysis of Skibbity Toilet. I think that'd be so funny.
Skibbity analysis. Hi everybody, welcome to Skibbity Analysis with us.
With us.
Yep.
Chat, you know Henry and I were gonna do a podcast at some point.
Sorry, my brain's. I'm not paying attention, but yes, I see. I think I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Go on.
We really enjoy ad-libbing off each other every now and again. It's really good fun. And we had these two like characters. I forget their real names. I think the point was that we never gave them real names, but it was Strawberry and Pineapple.
Yes.
You
I walk back into the
remember.
conversation. Of course, I remember.
And so we were going to do a mostly ad-libbed. We had like bullet points to keep the story going, but we were going to do a mostly ad-libbed audio drama called Dead and Breakfast.
Yes.
And it was
But
basically.
we couldn't figure out how, like, what the tone was gonna be.
Yeah, we couldn't quite figure out the tone. We didn't know if we wanted it to be serious or if we wanted it to be like kind of a serialized funny haha. But the general gist was that it was these two characters, Pineapple and Strawberry, and they lived in the zombie apocalypse, basically. And it was just kind of like their day-to-day life. And originally, the idea was that it was super mundane, like conversations or like, you know, shit happening to them. And like the world is literally falling apart and burning to the ground around them, and they're still just having these really normal conversations going about their day as if like nothing is wrong. And then we started to give them backstories and add extra layers, and then we kind of lost where we wanted the tone to be, like if we wanted to tell an overarching story or if it was just going to be like, you know, serialized, the stories aren't really connected to each other. And eventually it fell flat, unfortunately. I think I still have the concept art for those two.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we have it somewhere.
It was very fun though. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And in another universe, maybe that podcast exists.
We have a lot of alternate universes surrounding us.
Yeah, it's true. There's gotta be one where Dead and Breakfast is real.
Okay, so I just gave GPT half the notes for my campaign, right? I was like, hey, could you summarize this like a TV show, make it like cinematic? And it just started telling me things that weren't true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Meow, the fearsome Goliath, plagued by ghostly rage. None of that sentence is accurate. They're an orc, they're a cleric, they're like, God chill. Like, Jacques Tepes, a vampire born whose blade sings in the dark. He uses a gun and is not a vampire. I don't know what the thing's just making shit up.
This is why I don't like ChatGPT. I think what it did is it just picked up a bunch of random movie summaries, botched them all together, and put your characters' names in it. Yeah.
That's exactly probably what it did. Because I gave it like 10 pages of information, like, hey, can you summarize this? I'm like, wow, it's actually like reading it, and then it just started saying shit. I'm like,
it didn't read shit.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Nah, ChatGPT doesn't know how to read.
How can I? Okay, I have one from a campaign that's still ongoing and shorter. maybe it can cook with that. Where are my Schrumple notes?
Can ads for the Trumpet of Patriots fuck up? Okay, so Skinner, you said that during the Saturday live stream as well. You said that you were like on a medication or something, and then like 5 minutes later, in all caps with no context, you said "fuck off, Band of Patriots" or Trumpet of Patriots. And my partner and I had no fucking idea what you were talking about. So now that you're a little more sentient, what the fuck are you talking about?
Let's see.
The talk about the zombie apocalypse is reminding me of a workout app I tried that was supposed to stimulate you while you jogged. Oh, simulate it. Simulate what? A zombie apocalypse? I feel like that would get me to exercise a little bit.
I'd fuck with that.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I'm getting political ads. Oh, you're talking about the upcoming election. Yeah. I still need to do my research and like decide where my vote's going because I'm an adult now and that's something that I have to do. I'm an adult now. I've been an adult for like 6 years.
I'm gonna be 22 in a month.
Oh my god, you are. I'm gonna be 25 in a month.
Fucking old lady. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I got knee problems out the wazoo.
That's just true.
Someone in my chat had a premonition that I was gonna die at age 47 of bone cancer. So that's lovely.
Oh, good. That's on the mind.
Yeah.
Now I get anxious that I'll just be like, oh man, the smire pain I feel. I think I'm dying. I think
I
this is
am
it.
dying.
This is where it ends. This is where it
Racist
ends.
piece of
This
shit's
is it.
heart 22. Yeah, Henry is a baby compared to us, Skinner. Henry and I are 3 years apart.
Sure. I gotta say, 22 versus 25 feels like more of a gap than 3 years. I don't know why. Like, verbally, when you say it.
It feels like more of a gap, probably because, like, once you reach that, like, adulthood thing, every year is basically a milestone in terms of how much your brain develops.
Mm.
At least until you hit 25, or in some cases 30. Like, the human brain doesn't, like, fully develop until you start approaching 30, I think. It's not 25.
I try not to worry about it because, like, I don't know, the idea that, like, your brain is develops at a certain time. You can't do it. Like, you can't, like, because I drink. You know, I drink every now and again.
Yeah, of course.
Like, often. And I worry, like, oh, I'm not living up to my full potential. Fuck that. I would never know what that full potential could be anyways. And
Yeah.
even if that was true.
And
Like,
not to
it
mention,
doesn't
that's
matter.
just an average
So-
number. I feel like it would actually be a case-by-case basis.
So I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm a person. I'm not a bunch of chemicals in a brain. Like, technically I am, but I don't care about that.
Fair.
That's not what makes me a person. That's what makes me like a computer.
Yeah.
Like, that shit sucks.
You're a runner, and while you listened to the music, you would get radio messages from your base about stuff you need to find. Sometimes there will be zombie hordes that appear and you need to pick up the pace and outrun them for a while. That is so cool. I would definitely exercise to that. I have this ASMR video that I listen to every now and again. It's the only one like it I've been able to find. It is a zombie apocalypse roleplay ASMR where you basically find this roaming merchant who has a bunch of like good quality backpacks on her. And you basically have to, you go through like all of her backpacks and like you trade supplies with her. Like, I think you trade like soap and bullets and stuff like that for a backpack. And it's really fucking cool. I love zombie related content, if you couldn't tell, chat.
I love zombies.
Yeah. I used to be so
Zombies are
indifferent to them, and it wasn't until like after basically my entire world collapsed when I was like on the brink of 18 and I discovered the Telltale's The Walking Dead. I was like, oh my god, I think I actually love zombies, and I have not been the same since.
Hell yeah.
Actually, you wrote a zombie story about that group of people.
It was not good. It was not good. I don't want to think about it.
Okay. That's a sad.
Jeez.
I liked it.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't.
I know you didn't, and at the end of the day, that's what matters because you're the one who wrote it, but I thought it was fun.
Goddamn right.
I wish I still had those. You sent me, like, chapters before you made them public, and I don't have them anymore.
I could probably find them if I worked hard enough, but I don't want to.
Nah, if you don't want to, don't
Let that
worry.
shit sink. Yeah.
$2025 this year feels so weird. I mean, kind of. I feel bad for my parents because my brother turned 18 in March, and then I turned 25 in May, and then in July my sister turns 21. So in a year they've got 3 really big, like, birthday milestones to go through. And then my other sibling turns 18 next year. But that's like August next year, so they have time to prep for that one.
Okay, it's doing a little bit better with the shortened notes. Still saying
Is it still just blatantly lying?
Yeah. Well, it described my friend Matt's character, Delilah Zakowski, as a sassy, onion-hating tiefling I don't know what that means.
Why does she hate onions, bro? What the fuck?
I think I put it in my it's somewhere in my notes, but I think it's like one of the first. Why do I hate onions? Why? Hang on, I might find out what is mentioned. Oh, it's just mentioned passively, like, oh, they don't like onions, and then the robot's like, this is important, surely.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that reminds me of a D&D character I made for a campaign that we never played. Do you remember the ranger character I made who was vegan because like sentient plant people
Ranger.
murdered her entire village?
Maybe. I think I remember the idea of like, oh, what if I'm a vegan because not because I don't eat meat, because I eat like
Yeah, it's like
plants,
not because
hunt
I
them
love
on-
animals, but because I hate plants. Yeah.
I always wanted you in a D&D game, but you're Australian, so time never works out. So, rip.
We did do that one zombie apocalypse one that you had with your friends.
That was cool, but again, scheduling stuff, and also I just think that I'm bad at committing some stuff sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fine. That was also pretty good though.
That was good. I did like that one.
Sickle was based.
Yes, Sickle is very cool. I think there were some. What was my thoughts on the D&D movie?
Yeah.
I love the D&D movie.
I still haven't seen it. I actually
Really
have
good. I think
disengaged from
it's probably-
D&D quite a lot in the past few years.
It's probably we're trying. My group and I we're trying out different systems because we're bored of D&D. So Lana and I are each jamming a different game using a system called Fabula Ultima, which is more based off like JRPGs and shit like that, and more like over the top shit.
Yeah.
Like Fire Emblem and whatever.
I do love Fire
So
Emblem.
we've had only once. We've only had we've done one session of Lana's game, and so far it was a ton of fun. But I love the D&D movie. I think this might be the movie I've seen the most. Besides like Finding Nemo, which apparently I watched on repeat as a kid, which I don't remember, but so I saw it in theaters. I think I thought I might have actually seen it in theaters twice. Once by myself when like the movie right came out, and then when my friends were all available, I watched it again. Then friends came over to then I got it on YouTube and watched it then. Then friends came over and we watched it there. Then I think my sisters wanted to watch it, so we watched it again. So it was like, I've seen it like a lot. I really like it. Yeah, I thought it was a fun movie. Apparently people are upset. We're like, oh, it's not very dramatic. We've played D&D. It's not. D&D's like as cool as you want to be. Like, oh, the this or the that has happened.
Yeah.
It's never, it's always just like you're gonna see like, oh, the evil necromancer Bungsel, and everyone's like, his name's fucking Bungle. He's stupid as hell. We're gonna kick his ass. Like you're not ever gonna be able to.
Bungle.
Yeah, fucking Bungle, brother. Let's see. I'm reading what the ad is going. I'm reading what the ChatGPT thinks of my notes. Oh yeah, my character for that campaign is carrying around a bomb made by a terrorist because he disarmed it, then rigged it to explode again, and then put it back in his magic backpack.
Oh great.
Don't worry, it's got a code word. I just decided randomly. I think I just saw the word papilloma. I'm like, oh, that'd be a funny name for like a little henchman. So now he has a little homunculus named Papilloma, and so I just have a weird like sub joke of just when I need a keyword for like when I need like a word that is tied to a magical thing, I'm just gonna be like, it's just a disease name. So saying trichomoniasis triggers the bomb.
That's funny.
Also because my DM can't pronounce it correctly, so.
I don't know how to pronounce words ever, so I can understand that.
Exactly. Campaign started because of a meme. Yeah, it's usually how. It's just like a joke or a mention of something.
The last campaign I was in started, I think in like 2019? I think it started in 2019 and it wrapped up in, I believe, late 2022. And by wrapped up, I don't mean it ended. I mean, the DM said that he wanted a break. He wanted to run some other campaigns, so we were going to take a bit of a break and then we returned to it, and then we just never returned to it.
That's a classic.
Yeah. But the fact that we got, like, such longevity out of it before that happened was pretty based.
Oh, the robot tried to... Okay, weird. I gave it my notes, and it tried to divide it into a bunch of factions that it thinks there are.
Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't really know what it's doing.
Jake posted, the Dungeons, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Gotta say, that just sounds like delicious in Dungeon.
I still haven't watched that. I haven't
Really
watched
good.
or seen anything new lately, Chad. I'm always working on stuff these days.
I want to rewatch Better Call Saul.
I still need to watch it the
love that
first
show.
time.
Oh, really good. I love lawyer dramas.
I am looking for stuff that I don't really need to fully pay attention to, that I can just have on in the background while I'm working.
I mean, for any show can be good like that, I think.
It depends. A couple years ago, I tried to do it with How to Get Away with Murder. And then, like, towards the end of season 1, the show was getting so crazy and balls to the walls that I had to, like, stop and look at my screen and be like, what the fuck am I watching? And I never even actually finished season 1, because I was like, man, if the show is getting that crazy that quickly, like season 1 of season 5, I have no idea what the show's gonna look like by season 5, so I'm just gonna stop now.
What show?
How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, that reminds me of the show, Why Women Kill.
Ooh, I think I've heard of that one.
It's honestly, I really did like it. I did like it the first season. Apparently, the second season we watched a little bit and we couldn't get into it because it kind of ended the gimmick that I think made the first season pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Not much else to say.
I tried putting on like
okay.
I tried putting on like Markiplier's podcast Distractable in the background while I work. But the thing is, Mark, Bob, and Wade is so funny that I end up, spoiler alert, getting distracted from the podcast Distractable, and so I can't listen to it while I'm working.
When I work on something, I put on something I've seen before or music. Music will fucking drive me into something.
Sometimes music works. I usually put on music when I'm like
always.
desperate to get something done.
Interesting.
I remember when I was in high school, the
Oh,
thing that got me through all of my studying for my final exams, like before I graduated, funnily enough, was a 10-hour loop of Megalovania. It was the only thing that could keep me focused enough for long enough to do all of my studies.
That's funny as hell, actually.
Yeah, but it worked!
The robot has created an entity known as the Orchestrator. And someone named Terry the Flaming Skull.
That's awesome.
There are flaming skulls, yes. I don't think there's one called Terry, and the Orchestrator doesn't appear once in my notes ever. I don't know what the fuck it's talking about.
Dude.
It's just making shit up. It says like, oh, there are the skulkers that steal memories. The fuck are you on about? Like, AI, don't... It's just... It can't handle...
Well, it's because you're asking it to make something original. It can't do that.
Oh, well, I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, here are my notes from my D&D sessions. Could you condense them? Like, could you condense them to what they are about? And then it's just making shit up. I think I'm overwhelming it.
You are.
It doesn't have... Yeah. Honestly, that's funny. I want to overwhelm this robot. Autism beam!
I'm sorry, what?
My first idea is just like the AI is trying to like put together random things to make a coherent sentence, and I'm just overwhelming it with a bunch of like hyper specific information. And
oh, right, that makes sense. Yeah.
I know that out of nowhere to say autism beam is weird, but like
yeah, you got me there. I was like, what the fuck?
Go gadget. Ugh. Let's see. Also, I've given it like my notes in 3 chunks. For the first one, it described like the characters.
Yeah.
In the second, it described the session highlights. In the third, it made up factions. I just sent my 4th one, and now it's doing like I don't know how to describe it. Just it's putting emojis, like a brain emoji, and then put dreams, memories, and madness. It says like, oh, these things are here in certain ways. I'm like, okay.
I think your AI needs to be put down.
I agree. I think we should kill it with hammers. Autism. I hear someone else from Go Go Gadget. I don't think I've ever actually seen much Go Go Gadget. What's it called?
Is Go Go Gadget the one
Content?
with the orange mouse?
No.
Well, then I have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
It's a detective with robot limbs, I think.
Oh, that's Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, but like Go Go Gadget's like what he says though, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, orange mouse. Like a computer mouse or a?
That's Tom and Jerry, dumbass. Hey, no, no, no. I'm talking about. It's like a orange mouse in like a green suit. I think his name is
Orange
Gadget. I don't
mouse.
know.
In a green suit. Well, I found some very interesting AI-generated art. Thanks, fucking Google searching. Sorry, thanks Bing. Why
Why do you
have
want
Bing?
Bing?
I don't know. It's just what came with the computer. Geronimo Stilton.
That is. I don't recognize that at all.
I recognize him. I don't know from where. Why do I recognize this actually? It's an orange mouse in a green suit. Where do I know this from? What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, no, I do know this guy. Yeah, yeah. This is the one I was talking about. The red mouse, the orange mouse in the green suit.
Where do I know this from?
I think it's a children's book that got adapted into a cartoon.
I think I read the books because I don't remember any cartoon. All right, we found a rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah.
Hashtag who's Geronimo?
Hang on, I'll show you Twitch chat what I'm looking at.
Children's
I've got some
book.
Google images.
It's a children's book.
This guy. Orange mouse, green suit. This is the guy.
There are 309 books in the series.
What the fuck? That's actually pretty impressive. I imagine it's actually a team of writers and not just one writer.
Yeah, probably. I think it's got a bunch of spin-offs and shit.
Yeah.
It's about a newspaper editor it's an Italian mouse.
That's probably why I know him. He's Italian.
Oh. I probably know him because it sounds like something my grandma would have in her house. Attack of the Dragon. What kind of fucking thing is this? Yeah, okay, but what did he do? Is he just a mild-mannered mouse?
Look, I don't remember. I don't remember. I just remember what he looks like.
Yeah. I found the official website. Oh, this thing hasn't been updated since 2007. It looks like ass.
Okay, Skinner knew what we were talking about. It's a book.
This might have been a hyperfixation from my childhood.
I love him so much. They were short books. Oh, that's why there's like 300 of them, because they're very short. He's terrified of everything.
What a character.
But yeah, I don't know. Someone said Gadget, and like that was the first thing that I thought of, was that mouse.
I don't know why.
I don't fucking know. Why are you questioning me?
Brain can... What do you... What? We're having a conversation. I don't fucking know. What do you offer?
Sorry.
It's alright. robot is making up ghosts.
Who is? What? I
About-
heard making up
I'm reading-
ghosts.
The robot. This is the last thing I'm gonna do with AI probably. Unless we
Oh,
find,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
a
yeah. You're
game
still
to
playing
do.
with the AI. He once got into a ski
Yeah.
accident and he broke every bone in his body, and that's how I got introduced to physical rehab. Jeez.
I mean, hey, you got introduced to physical rehab though.
I know, but like, in a children's book, this mouse breaks every bone in his body?
Hey, if the fish in SpongeBob did it too. Oh, he was faking it to get chocolate, I think.
I didn't
don't
actually
remember.
watch SpongeBob as a kid.
Really?
I didn't have access to it.
Mmm. Yeah. Big SpongeBob. Big Spongehead. Spongehead sounds like a nickname for a drug
Spongehead
abuser.
sounds like an insult or a disease.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? It reminds me of
Sorry,
that
you-
disease that you can only get by eating human flesh. The one that, like, creates holes in your brain.
I guess that's a thing I didn't know about. All
You
right,
didn't know
cool.
about that?
I didn't know about fucking cheese brain, no.
I think it's called sponge brain, actually, now that I think about it.
Mm.
I don't remember. I just remember that, like, if you eat human meat, there's a potential you develop this disease that, like, creates holes in your brain, and the more you eat it, the more likely it is to develop.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at, like, what... I keep talking about AI because I'm just, like, on the website and looking at what they have. But there's a bot for helping making your AI-generated content seem more human.
That's so fucking stupid. Just create human-made content.
Wild.
If you need to trick people into thinking that your content was made by a human, then that means you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, you know how you could trick people into thinking it's human? Doing it. I know it's harder, or I know it's, like, maybe shittier, but it's, I don't know. I think that's part of the art, is fucking up.
Y'all ever think Batman is only OP because he's smart? I don't have thoughts about Batman. I don't know enough about him. It's also called
I
mad
think he's OP
cow
because-
disease. Okay.
He's OP because they gave him every fucking skill that wasn't technically a superpower. They made him, like, ridiculous, like, you know, super brain, and then also rich, and also, you know, can do kung fu, and has, like, unbreakable mind, will, power, and shit.
Yeah, and they also made him gay.
He also eats pussy. Like, the guy is unstoppable.
It's true.
You know, truly, I think if he was dumb, if Batman was dumb, like, he couldn't solve mysteries, he'd still kick people. That's kind of just Spider-Man. He'd still be able to kick people's asses. Not saying Spider-Man's dumb, the point is that he isn't, but, like, Spider-Man doesn't solve mysteries. If Batman doesn't solve mysteries, it's just Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man also doesn't have any money.
So yeah, it's just Spider-Man with different priorities. Instead of, you know, stopping a train from derailing, he's fighting people from mental institutions.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Spider's equally as smart as Batman. Probably, but Peter Parker is, like, still in college.
Yeah,
Batman
he is. In some iterations, he's
Batman's-
still in high school.
Yeah. Batman has spent his entire life learning to be the Batman. So he went, like, studied martial arts in different countries. He went to, like, detective school. He did all this shit. So Batman is smart. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying we don't see him, like... I feel like maybe it's just because I haven't seen much Spider-Man content recently.
Yeah.
Or maybe I've only seen... I don't know. Regardless, like, I've only seen, like, the movies. Like, the Sam Raimi movies. Some of the amazing ones. And then, of course, like, some... Well, actually, I haven't seen the first new one. And then some of the, like, animated, whatever. Some comics, but...
Yeah.
I don't have any, like, personal memories of seeing Spider-Man, you know, solving mysteries. No, I'm not saying, yeah, he is smart.
I don't think he
does nice,
solves
but...
mysteries. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, usually it seems like shit kind of happens to him. It's more interesting to see kind of like him being human while he's still super powerful.
Yeah.
Like the flaws in still having to be a human while being super strong. Because he does hold back. Because he could just probably kill most of the people he fights.
Yeah, probably.
He doesn't do it because he's like a good guy. And that's kind of the struggle of Spider-Man. He could take everything he wanted, but he doesn't, and he makes his life infinitely harder for it. But that's interesting.
Have you seen the banter between the Flash and Sonic the Hedgehog?
What?
So there's an official Sonic and Justice League like comic collaboration because IDW does comics for both IPs.
Wild.
And so in the comics they paired up Sonic with the Flash for obvious reasons. And they don't explicitly state it, like the race ends in a tie, but it is very, very, very heavily implied that Sonic the Hedgehog is faster than the Flash.
I mean, yeah, I believe it.
I believe it too. I think it's really funny. I really like the interaction they had because the Flash is just like, "Oh, kid, you don't know what you're up against. I'm speed personified." And then Sonic like runs past him without breaking a sweat, and Sonic goes, "Okay, then I'm speed perfected." And it's the cockiest line I've ever heard. And it's
Damn.
great.
That is fucking crazy. It's like
Yeah.
Sonic is literally my first name. Like Speed is my first name.
Yeah, like literally.
Actually.
Who even are you?
I don't know if you see me on your fucking cartoons there, dickhead. I'm the Sonic.
The idea of Sonic calling the Flash a dickhead is wild.
Sonic off his shits.
I mean, okay, there's this one scene in Sonic Frontiers that nobody talks about, and it blows my mind that nobody talks about it, because it just flew under everyone's radar. But in the final boss of Sonic Frontiers, the main villain, Infinite, is like, "Oh, what should I write on your gravestone?" And he's like talking about what he's gonna write on Sonic's gravestone when he kills him. It's like, "How about here lies something something." I don't remember what he says. And Sonic claps back and he goes, "How about here lies the masked clown, because you're the one who's gonna need a gravestone by the end of this." And I'm like, whoa! Whoa, not my Sonic implying that he's gonna kill somebody.
Hell yeah, fucking
Nobody fucking talks about it. Like, nobody cared. And I'm like, man, I get it. Not Sonic Frontiers, sorry, Sonic Forces. And it's like, bro, I get it. Sonic Forces was not a great game, but like, he basically just said he was gonna fucking kill this guy. Sure, he said it as a clap back, but like, still.
Yeah. I'm going to kill you, Sonic. Not if I kill you first, asshole.
Basically, yeah.
It's like, wait, huh?
I love
Excuse
that
me?
Sonic can make threats now, but every time he does, it catches me so off guard. Because, like, that is not the Sonic I grew up with, and it's like, whoa, hang on, is that you? Who are you?
I mean, I guess I'm just a different character, though. That's just, you know,
Yeah.
being fast and cocky. I don't know. I try to think, because
I feel
it
like
does sound fun.
you can't write a speedster character without making them cocky, I feel. Like, those two tropes go hand in hand.
Yeah, it really seems like it.
Yeah. Except for Speedy Gonzalez.
serious
He's
speedster.
alright.
Because a Speedy, like, a character could just kick someone's ass.
Yeah.
You don't need, like, if they weren't cocky, they wouldn't lose. Unless, you go the route of, I think, what was it? It was the thing you wrote, I think you said you wrote it as a kid. Not fast enough.
Oh
or, like,
my
the
god,
problem
yeah!
with him is that he's,
The trauma of not
is
being
that he's-
fast enough.
God, that was so funny.
That was so fun. Like, dude, I went down a rabbit hole today going through my old YouTube channel videos because I made a studio vlog where I was talking about stuff related to my business, and I was debating whether or not I put it on my old YouTube channel, which I haven't uploaded to in 2 years, or if I make a new YouTube channel for it. And I was going through my old content to be like, should I really just reformat this channel and just make studio vlogs? And I got distracted and I spent my whole day listening to my own voice, listening to my own videos. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. Why did I say that again? What were we talking about?
I don't know, I also forgot.
Oh, okay.
Zoned out. Happens.
Yeah, no, I do that too.
Really? That doesn't sound like us.
What?
That I was gonna reiterate myself, but then I realized, oh wait, you're having a hoo-ha, a classic Joker, a gaff, as it were.
What the fuck are you on?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just saying shit, bro.
Oh.
Give me silence. This is a stream.
It's true. It's true. I'm very tired and my neck hurts. Serge saying something about destroying HQ and Sonic clapping back is amazing. It's true. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the decisions that IDW is taking, if I'm gonna be honest, because Sonic has always just been kind of a carefree dude, you know? He's not a superhero. He's not like, oh my god, I have to save the world, I have to protect all these people. It's, oh, this will be a cool, fun adventure, let's do it. And he just happens to save people along the way. That's the Sonic that I grew up with, that's the Sonic that I like. I don't really like the superheroification of Sonic the Hedgehog. But, I mean, that's just the direction that they're currently going, so, you know, I suppose it's fine. I also don't really like that Ian Flynn really wants to defeminize Amy Rose. I don't know why he's so against that. Like, Amy being this super girly, like, girl's girl. I don't know why he hates that so much. But, yeah, he really doesn't like the idea of Amy being this super feminine, like, cutesy little girl that can also kick people's ass. And I don't like that direction either. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. Right now, it's not my favorite.
I don't know much about Sonic.
Damn.
I just think...
You don't know about our Lord and Savior, Sonic the Hedgehog?
It's one of those continuities where I'm just like, that's a thing that's written in there, and then it's I'm surprised, and I find it sometimes funny.
That's fair, that's fair.
Like how Charmy the Bee used to be a different character, but since he got reinterpreted in, like, I think video games or whatever, they had to change his character in the comics by giving him brain damage.
Oh yeah, but the Archie comics aren't canon, so...
They're not? Okay,
no.
got it.
There's the whole legal dispute that Archie and Sega ended up wrapped up in, so none of the Archie stuff is canon.
Was that the Ken Penders stuff?
Ken Penders was the start of it, but it snowballed way beyond just him. I want super feminine Amy Rose who is very bisexual. I want that too. I love that she's like super hypo in love with Sonic, but I also want her to kiss girls, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I want her to walk up to, like, I don't know, Blaze the cat and be like, oh my god, you like Sonic? I like Sonic. What a coincidence. We should, like, make out to, like, make him jealous. Like, that's the kind of girl I want Amy Rose to be.
Disaster bisexual.
Yeah.
But causes the disaster.
Yeah. But, like, absolutely a girl's girl. Fuck you, Penders. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I really, really, really want to sit down and have a discussion with Penders. Specifically...
Interview?
Yeah, I do, genuinely. I've wanted to for years. Specifically about, Sonic Chronicles, the Dark Brotherhood. Because he sued BioWare because the Sonic RPG that they made was too similar to a plotline that he wrote for the Archie comics, and so he sued them for, like, infringing on his copyright. And he didn't win, but BioWare also didn't win. They actually had a bit of a stalemate, and so the agreement was Ken Penders can't sue BioWare for this again unless they do more with the Sonic Chronicles IP that he like doesn't agree with. And so the only reason we don't have Sonic Chronicles 2, even though they wanted to make Sonic Chronicles 2, is because Ken Penders is literally waiting for them to do it so that he can sue them again. And I love Sonic Chronicles. It's one of my favorite, like, quirky little, technically non-canon Sonic games ever. But I really, really want to know, like, what his thought process was behind, like, why he thinks these elements were similar enough for a lawsuit. I, like, genuinely, like, not to judge him, not to mock him, not to make fun of him, I really do genuinely want to ask him questions about that. I think it would be really interesting. Every single time I played Sonic Chronicles, I would try and at him on Twitter and ask him if he wants to join me so that we can talk about it, and he never responded, obviously. But one day I would love to have that conversation with him.
That'd be neat. I'm sure there probably is like a way to contact him, or if there are other, what's it called, interviews that exist out there.
Yeah, I really, really want to do it. Like, I don't know, like, why I'm so compelled. Maybe it's because I love Sonic Chronicles so much. But I need to know. I need to know what was going on in his funky little brain.
So your brain's a little funky. What's up with
What's up with that?
what that brain do?
I got everyone
Have you ever
leveled up,
considered-
all the chow, all that shit. Yeah, I always try and do 100% chow run when I play Sonic Chronicles. Last time we streamed it, we ended up with like 4 Feroxes, which is fucking wild, because Ferox is like a super rare chow and he's also very overpowered.
Don't
Actually-
even get me started. I assume this new iron metal stuff. Ferox.
Oh, Ferox.
Metal
It's
stuff?
it's the name of one of the chows in Sonic Chronicles. Actually, before Rocher was named Rocher, he was named Ferox as a homage to that chow.
Alright.
I know you have no idea what we're talking about, Henry. It's okay.
No, yeah, absolutely fucking not. Yeah.
Sonic...
I guess this is what you feel whenever I start yapping about whatever bullshit I'm doing.
I was literally about to say, Sonic the Hedgehog to me is like what Magic the Gathering is to you. It's the
That makes sense.
it's the default conversationist.
Then what else can we talk about? That's like that we can.
Sorry, I was having a sip of water.
My brain's not functioning.
Are you tired? Do you need to go to bed?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, but like, it would be smart, right, to fucking, what's it called, to sleep. But like, you.
I mean, do you have anywhere you need to be tomorrow?
No, but I mean, no, but I do want to like have a somewhat normal schedule.
That's fair. That's fair.
And also, Xavier wants, well, I just said, hey, we should play Walking Dead. And he's like, oh, hell yeah. Let's do it tomorrow at some point.
Oh,
And we
so
got
you and
booked
Xavier
before
are gonna
his
play The
9
Walking
PM
Dead
shift.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I might stream it. Hell, I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah!
Why not?
I'll
Yeah,
put you
why
on
not?
while I'm working.
Hell yeah.
Jake says
you get
it's
to see our-
2:29 a.m. for me. Stay up, do it.
You get to us later for me. You get to see my silly overlay that I have created.
Ooh, you made a silly overlay for it?
I always make well, I make a silly overlay for everything. But what I have is I have cropped out versions of I've cropped out stock photos that like of different headgear or hand positions,
Yeah.
and we have little like token guys you know, little like drawings of us that are really shitty because I just made them real quick.
Yeah.
And because they're intentionally just supposed to be weird. And then we just put shit on them.
That's cute. Also, good
So,
night, Rogue.
I don't know
Have a
how
good
else to
night.
describe it. I'm so sorry.
Damn,
Right.
Henry.
I didn't expect it to be that.
Right, right, sure.
Yeah. I thought like, oh, I'm just gonna burp, it happens. And then I'm like, oh wait.
Nasty.
Yeah, it was like a chain. It fought back.
Uh-huh.
Do I already have the Walking Dead logo cropped? I have a folder filled with like all my stream assets. I don't know if I already cropped out the Walking Dead logo.
Alright, Henry, can you talk to chat for a little bit? I need to go pee.
Me?
Yeah.
What am I? All right.
I'll be right back.
Hey, chat. You should give me your parents' credit card number. I'll go buy because you just won a gift card. Yeah, that's right. You just need to sign in. I can put money on your mom's account. She'll be happy when you do it, but you shouldn't tell her because she'll think it's a scam, even though it's not. You are special though. You know, you got the thing. I'm just saying shit that I fell for when I was a kid because of course I did. I was a bit of a dumb kid. I don't know. I just thought it was better. This is a bad time for me to be setting up something for a stream ahead of time because now I have to look at chat. Sylph really does know how to make my life a living hell. Am I right or am I right? Where are my fellas at? My fellas, of course, being not literal. My metaphorical fellas. All right, now I'm looking at chat. Why is chat on fire? Why is chat on fire? Oh God. How am I gonna put this out before Sylph gets back? You're gonna see the whole place in flames. I can't. I've been turned to the stream for like 3 seconds. Chat, I need help putting out the fire, or else Sylph's gonna fucking have my ass.
Chat, I went to the bathroom for 3 fucking minutes. What have you done?
So while I was talking to them, they set the whole place on fire. It was Chad, it wasn't me.
I know it was chat and not you, because chat does this every single time I go to the bathroom. There is not a single time that I get up to pee where I do not come back with the chat on fire. It's like a ritual.
That was funny, because I'm like, oh man, I'm working on like stream stuff. I can't look. I guess okay. I get time. I can look over at the stream. It's all on fire. I'm like, oh fuck.
No, it's okay. This is just something that they do.
Oh, okay, great.
I don't know why. There we go. Is it working? I mean, I think so. I think you're drowning out, Jake.
I don't know how to use the my points.
You don't know how to use what?
My channel points.
Oh, you
Actually,
click
how do
on.
you
Well,
use
are you on the PC?
Found it.
Oh, you
I
found
found
it?
it. Yes. I don't really have anything that I want to do. It's...
Yeah, I need to add more, honestly.
Although, I will say that I think it might be time for me to enter the realm of the sleeper.
Of this. Oh shit! Ah, Jake, come on, man. You scaring me.
What the fuck just hit you?
A
fish or a cat? What was that?
No, a bunch of shit fell from the sky.
Classic.
Alright, is it time for you to disappear?
Yes, I'm barely able to hold a Whoa.
You're barely able to what?
I'm barely able to conversation.
Uh-huh.
So I think that means I should go sleep again.
Right.
Well, chat.
Jake says boo. You're being booed.
If I'm being booed, why would it stay on stage? I'm sorry. Listen. You gotta rethink your protests here, big man. Okay.
Yeah, you need to protest better.
Jake, don't let Sylve's mean words get to you.
I would hope not. If they get to him, then he won't come back, and then I won't have anybody to say mean words to.
Well, he could come to my stream.
Oh yeah, I say mean words to you all the time.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, if you ever get tired of Sylve's bullshit, you could head over to my stream. I'm not gonna tell you what it's called. You just have to find it.
I will tell you what it's called, chat.
Yeah, well, you can advertise. See, I tricked you into advertising for me. Get fucked.
Wow. What a terrible friend,
I know.
actually. The nerve.
Yeah, I'm not a terrible friend, but I'm a great fucking manipulator. I will talk to everyone later. I'll talk to you later, so.
Yes.
Good night,
Goodbye,
everybody.
Henry. Go sleep.
Good night.
Good night. Alright, chat. That was Henry. It's the wee hours of the morning for him, so please be nice. But if you like Henry and you want to see his own content, I've put the link to his Twitch channel in the chat, Muffin Zone. He usually streams with his boyfriend Xavier. They mostly do I think they did all of the like Don't Nod games, like all the Life is Strange games, and now they're hopping into Telltale games, so they do a lot of decision-based games together. Pretty good time. Alright, now the part where I have to maintain conversation while I'm animating. This is why I don't animate on stream a lot. Because quite frankly, it takes a little more brain power than just like drawing for the sake of drawing. I know now I'm mostly doing like the line art for existing sketches, so it's not too terrible. But yeah, so I think I mentioned it like way at the start of the stream, but this is something that I've been like, I started working on 3 years ago, and it was supposed to be like a promotional like anime opening for my book, and I never finished it. And I rediscovered it today, and even though it's not finished, it's like 80% of the way done. I'd say the animation is closer to like 90% of the way done, but I still need to do the backgrounds and like add some mood lighting if I choose to add mood lighting. So I'm gonna say about 80% of the work is done. And I don't know, I just got really nostalgic for the days that I would work on this, and I decided that I wanted to at least work on it a little bit more and like try and finish it sometime this year. Bless you, Nemi. Sorry, my cat's a Ooh, are you sneezing or are you heaving? You okay? He's fine. I think he just drank a bit too much water and it was trying to come back up, but he's okay. But yeah, this is something that like I just missed the days where I was working on it. I didn't mean to, but I ended up going through a bit of a deep dive of my old YouTube channel. Oh, sorry, my knee is like really fucked up right now. I don't know what happened. I got up to pee and suddenly my knee is like the worst it's felt in a very long time. I'm just kind of trying to stretch it out under my chair. I think that's okay. So yeah, I like... Lurkers, if you like the content and don't want ads, don't forget to subscribe. Aw, Jake. You're so sweet. We appreciate you, Jake. I know we make fun of you, like, religiously, but we love you, Jake. Aww. But yeah, I had no intention to whatsoever. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I've made a studio vlog last week, just like a rough, like, what a week in my business looks like. And I was going to try and start making more content like that in order to help me kind of promote my Etsy shop. And I was debating whether or not I made a new YouTube channel or whether I put it on my old YouTube channel, because my old YouTube channel hasn't had a video upload, at least a public video upload, in 2 years. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to turn this into a vlog channel, or like maybe one day I'll return to the content that I used to make. And I started watching some of my old videos just to kind of decide if I wanted to like turn it into a vlog channel or if I wanted to keep it as it is. And I got very distracted and I watched a whole bunch of my old videos. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun. I get nostalgic like that sometimes. I like to just sit and watch old content that I've made. I actually, on the YouTube channel, it's an old video. I think it's a 3-year-old video. Let me see if I can find it. I renamed the channel. It's not called Silvertrine anymore. It's called Sylv's Writing Room. But I have a video on there that's like years old. I'm trying to find the channel, but I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's still called Silvertrine. I thought I updated it. Oh, I did update it. It's Sylv's Writing Room. Okay. So there's a video here. Okay, 2 years old. It's a 2-year-old video. It's an hour and 7 minutes long, and it's actually like a quote-unquote video essay. I wouldn't call it a video essay, it's just me talking about my feelings about, actually, Telltale's The Walking Dead. And about, like, the illusion of choice. My order from your shop should be arriving soon. Oh, the stickers? Yeah, they should be arriving soon. I hope they do. There's a little bit of a delay on some, like, envelopes. So, like, if it says it's gonna arrive, say, for example, like, tomorrow, I would say give it an extra week, at least. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes they just don't arrive until a week after their scheduled arrival date. I don't know why. It just happens. But yeah, I have this, like, 2-year-old video, like, hour and 7 minute long video on my YouTube channel about, like, talking about the Telltale's The Walking Dead and, like, the quote-unquote illusion of choice and whether or not the illusion of choice is actually good writing or bad writing or, like, you know, like, what the deal with it is. And I sat down and I was like, oh my god, I forgot that I did, like, this video about The Walking Dead, and I actually sat down and watched it today. And I stand by a lot of the stuff that I said in that video. I think that video, it was just a speed paint with me talking over it, but I think I put it together pretty nicely, and I'm like, man, I kind of miss making stuff like that, but I also know that I don't have the energy to produce stuff like that on a regular basis. And that was kind of sad, but, you know. So, long story short, I still don't know if I should make a new YouTube channel for my vlogs, or if I should, like, just turn the old channel into a vlog channel. I still have no idea what I'm gonna do about that. I'm thinking about just making a new one, but if I make a new one, then including this old one that hasn't been uploaded to in, like, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, then I would have, like, 4 YouTube channels, and I don't need 4 YouTube channels. I have one for Twitch VODs. I have one for, my, like, animations and stuff. My animations are now separate from everything. And then I have one that was, like, that I don't use, which is the one I'm talking about. Which has a lot of my old animations on it, and I don't want to delete those. Like, I'm gonna keep those up because it's just, like, you know, memories. But I might remake them and put the remakes on the animation channel. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm doing with my existence. I'm just trying to make shit. But I think I'm leaning towards making a new channel. Not sure. We'll see. The anatomy in this frame is really gross, but if I fix it for this frame, then I have to fix it for the entire, like, movement. So, in order to, like, pay homage to the me from 3 years ago that started this animation, I'm not gonna edit it too much. I'm gonna stick to the original, like, drafts. And then when I do this exact same thing for the sequel, because, you know, if book 1 gets a music video, then why doesn't book 2 get a music video? So when I inevitably do this for book 2, then I can do, like, all of the updated new animation techniques that I use. more than anything, I just want to pay homage to like little me who started this ages ago. And was like, oh, this would be fun. I owe it to little Sylv to finish this. There we go. Except this won't go on the old YouTube channel when it's ready. This will probably be the first video, like, that's not a short, uploaded to my animation channel. Because all the animations on my animation channel, Nobila Studios, they're all shorts. And technically, they're not even all fully animated. Mostly because I don't really have time to sit down and do a whole bunch of, like, fully animated shorts anymore. I would really, really like to start doing that again, but I really don't think I have the time between this, like, between making animations, running my Etsy shop, Twitch streaming, like, all this stuff that I've got going on, and now, like, studio vlogs that I wanted to make. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. And I need to slow down, but also it's really fun, you know? Can just close this off here. What time is it? 7:47. Okay, so we have about an hour and 15 minutes. I kind of wish that I didn't spend most of the stream doing the, like, the highlighting and the shading on that one scene, because it would have been really cool to have all of the line art for this officially done, and then, like, next art stream, if I decide to keep working on this on stream, I can just, like, do the flat colors and the highlights on the next stream. But I don't think all the line art will be done, which is fine. I'm not in a rush to get this project done, I just really would like it done, finally. It's one of those things that's been on my list of things to finish for ages, but then I put it on my list of things to finish and then I forget it exists, you know? I'm sure other people in chat can relate to that. Your stickers will be the first stickers I put on anything I've owned. I've never put stickers on anything before. Oh, that's really nice. I do like hearing that. That's pretty fun. I have a sticker collecting book, which, fun fact, I also sell on my shop. I have two of them, actually. One of them, I keep, like, labels for, like, my table when I go to conventions. Like, price labels and stuff like that, I keep in there. And then when I go to conventions, I can just peel them out of the sticker book, put them where they need to be put, and then at the end of the convention, instead of throwing them away, I can put them back in my sticker book. The other one, what I like to do with that one is at the end of the convention, I'll go around to a bunch of other artists who are tabling, and I'll ask them if they want to do a sticker trade. And I'll put the stickers that they give me in this other sticker book, and that sticker book goes on display when I go to all of my other conventions. So then the next convention I do, you see the sticker book on the table, you open it up, you have a flip through, and there's like a bunch of like artwork from a whole bunch of other like Australian small businesses, most of which would probably be at the next show because there's a very small like art market circuit, at least in New South Wales, so you usually see the same group of artists at most, if not all of the conventions. Sorry, chat. I'm really quickly gonna mute the layer. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna quickly turn off the sound for you guys on this thing, but I'm gonna listen to it because I need to know what's going on with her mouth, because it's not here, and then it's here, you know? So I need to be able to, like, figure out what the fuck's going on. Okay, so it's Naka? Okay, so so this is an N. I don't know why I didn't rough in the mouth movement. It's an N. And this one will be an A. What is this song called? I haven't listened to this song in a very long time. This is... I think it's called A Million Times. Here it is. Alright, it's muted. You guys won't be able to hear it. That's good. I want to listen to the full song at the end of the stream. It's been so long since I've heard this. There we go. Alright, back to it. Why won't I sneeze? I don't know. Why won't you sneeze? Just sneeze already, jeez. Quit being so overdramatic about it, Skinner. Just fucking sneeze already. I'm so sorry. You're trying? Well, I mean, clearly you're not trying hard enough. Yeah, Jake's right. Skill issue. Fucking get better at sneezing. Jeez. Oh, well, that's why you're not sneezing, because you're trying to force it. You can't consciously think about sneezing. When you consciously think about sneezing, you're not gonna sneeze. Why are you trying to force yourself to sneeze anyway? Have you got one stuck? Sniff some pepper? I don't know if that works, actually. Oh, okay, you do have one stuck. Alright. I only know tricks to stop people from sneezing. I don't know tricks to make people sneeze. I'm sorry. I have some stuck in queue. Oh, you got multiple sneezes just like waiting in line. Oh no, you poor thing. You'll be okay. Hopefully. They gotta come out eventually. There we go. Where is this? Oh, oh, saw that. What do you think you're doing? There we go. That's better. Right there. There we go. How many scenes are left to line after this one? I think this one's like... This is like the third last one, I think. Third or fourth last. You've got this one. And then you've got this one. Technically, you could count these two as two separate scenes. So this will be scene 2, scene 3, or... Well, not scenes, but shots. 5, 6... 7, 8... 9, 10... Okay, 11. Okay, but they're very short. I reckon if we rush it, not if we rush it, but if we do it quickly, we could probably do this one, and maybe this one. Maybe. It'd be kind of pushing it at that point. I sneeze once and then there's one next in line. Ah, so you're trying to like bullet rush it, just get them all out of the way. Oops, 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 oops. There we go. There you go. It's so nice to see these characters again. It's been so long, like this character in particular. Because this character is not in the sequel. I don't want to spoil what happens to her, but she's not in the sequel, so... It's kind of nice to... One, to see her again, but also, like, to see her in motion. I don't know. I just think it's neat. can, oops, wrong spot. We can come in here and just like nip, 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 nip. Yeah, you don't want nip. Does it flare out? Oh no, not really. I think I do want to make the arm thicker, but like, because the arm's like, yeah, her arm's like way thinner in this shot when it probably shouldn't be, so. Just like put that, except we'll probably pull this in a little bit. That's better. There you go. Dave the Diver looks fun. What's Dave the Diver? Is that the 2D one where like you well, go diving, but like there's also a sushi shop or something? I think I know. I've heard Dave the Diver before. I don't know 100% what that is. Yeah, okay, it is the one. I was thinking of the correct one. Fantastic. Come on, man. There we go. I think in this one her mouth was open. I think. I gotta listen to the audio again. Because again, little me did not put mouth movement in for whatever reason. Wait, forgot this bit. There we go. Alright, I think it was an A, but I need to listen to it again. I'm pretty sure it was Naka. It is a Naka, okay. This is A. I actually don't even remember how I found this song. It was so long ago. I think it was my partner at the time. Actually, were we even dating at that time? I don't know. Maybe we weren't. I don't remember. I think he showed it to me. Nemi, you can't go in there. Why do you want to go out there? I'm over here. Why do you want to go in there? Nem. I don't know why my cat's dead set on getting into the room next to me, but there's no one in there. I think he just wants to go in there so that he can practice breaking down my bedroom door. I'm gonna be so for real. He's learnt now that if he puts all his weight on that door, he's able to open it. And I'm wondering if he'll do it right next to me. I want to know if he's brave enough to push that door open while I'm right here. I want to believe he won't, but maybe he will. Maybe he's that cocky. Nope, he's walking away. Good boy. God, these frames look really bad. Like, when they're in movement, they look fine. It's just like the... Yeah. If I had to reanimate from scratch, it would not look like this, but I'm not gonna reanimate from scratch. We're just gonna work with the foundation that I left behind. I feel like it'll be a more, like, loyal adaptation to just do it the way I left it, because this is what the art in the first book looks like, so... If I was to animate this or draw it how I animate or draw now, then people will look at it and then they'll read the book and they'll be like, oh, this looks different. At least this way it'll be the same. There you go. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kinda hungover from Sunday, man. Sunday? Saturday. I'm still kinda out of it. I'm trying to, like, you know, have a chat with you guys, but I'm still really tired. I'm sure it'll be back to normal tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting. We're starting The Last of Us tomorrow. So at least then I'll have, like, gameplay to bounce off of while I, like, kind of get back into the swing of things, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting. That being said, we will be doing that again. We're just gonna plan it a little better, that's all. I'm thinking of wrapping up stream early, but I want to keep working, but I'm tired, but, you know, I don't want to wrap up too early. Okay. Let me get these going. I don't know, maybe I'll wrap up once I finish animating this little bit here. Hate to dip, but I've got to get something done tomorrow. No worries. Good night, Jake. Have a good night. I might end up finishing early. I might wrap up the stream once I finish this scene here. I know I literally just counted how many scenes I could do before the stream ends, but I'm getting tired. My neck hurts. I think I need a break from the pewter, because I've been sitting at the pewter most of today trying to get other work done. I usually do art streams on Mondays because Mondays are the day that I'm so busy, like, cleaning the house, doing physio, a bunch of other stuff. Like, I don't actually get time to sit down at the pewter, which is why the art streams are on Monday. But today, I just had a lot of computer stuff to get done, so I was on the computer all day, barely got time to get up and stretch before the stream, and now I'm sitting down again. So maybe we'll wrap up once I finish this scene. There's still, like, a couple more frames. I just sneezed, get dunked on skin. Oh, what a message to leave. I wonder if you've... Skinner, have you sneezed yet? I wonder. There we go. Is it just me or are her boobs changing size? No, they're not. They're not. Okay. Just had to make sure. Fuck you. I have. Okay, good. Okay, good. Girlie has sneezed. We're making progress. I wonder if the sleeve is moving. It is, but the whole shoulder is moving, so that's fine. There we go. The arm is also getting skinnier, which is not okay. What was 2022 still on? Like, come on, where is the consistency here? There is none. Now I know that this, like, they're saying the word like Naka, but because they're saying it so quickly, I actually don't know if like N is supposed to be the next like speech thing, or for it to make a visual sense if I skip to the next word. Again, need to listen to it again. But we'll get there when we get there. Where's the... okay, it is roughly there. Alright, oh no, not quite. I always forget that I leave these bottom bits of the hair because they go behind her. Let's see. I actually can't see. Okay, I think it is safe to just make this another N. She moves so much that you can't even like see what her mouth movement is, so maybe that's why I didn't add the mouth movement in the sketch. But it still needs to be there. Yeah, I think that's fine. And this one will be an A. I'm gonna write these down so that I don't have to listen to it every time. So A. This one is... Fuck. This one is S. And then this one we'll just keep... Oops. This is I. Okay, so... What I'm gonna do is I won't draw the mouth on this bit. Actually, what is this? So I'm gonna move these down a layer, actually. I can't. Excuse me. Give me these. And put them here. Why can't I do that? I know I can do that. Give me these. Put them here. I don't know why it won't let me do that. I've done it before on other like projects. I don't know why it's not letting me do it now, but that's okay. I'll just copy paste them like this. And the reason why is because she stops moving, but her lips, like, she's still speaking. So rather than make an entirely new layer, we'll just put the lip sync on this top layer and leave her on the bottom layer. Actually, this one is M. It's like a... Alright, not quite. Yeah, Nem? That's what you want. This one will also be an N. Oh, whoops. This one will also be an N. This one is A. This one, I'll label this one as an E. Nani. And I. That will be, and whoops. So it will be N. I know you guys can't hear the audio, but like, trust, have faith. I think it's too quick. Actually, it might be easier instead of putting the letters if I did this for all of it. That way I can kind of see it. That's A. This one would be S. This one would be a lot of them. Ash. This one would be I as well. Nemi's trying to break down the door next to me. I'm curious if he'll get it. Nemi, there's no one in there. There's no one in there. This one is an M. And I'm gonna redraw the lips anyway. I'm only drawing it here so that I don't have to wing it every time. Planning it out. A. This one will also be E. I think it's moving too fast, but I can't quite tell. Alright. Ooh, is it? Is it? It might be. The letters are distracting. Gotta get rid of the letters. Ooh, I think it is. I think it is. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that one. That fixed it. Actually, no, it didn't. We want, get rid of these. All of these are open. I from what I can hear. Yeah, I think they're all. I need to have a look at the actual lyrics, but because they're in Japanese, I don't actually know. What about closed captions? Hang on. Does this song have closed captions? No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I have to assume, so I can't fully hear it. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. But like, here? Yeah. And then these, you just kind of have to like improvise and add more in-betweens, I suppose. Right? Fuck, man, I don't know. You can't really add another in-between to this. Maybe you can add another in-between like here. No, I can't see that either. Fuck. I'm trying, chat. Lip sync used to be my strong suit. It's rough when it's a language you don't understand. Is it Ashimain or Ashimainen? I can't quite hear it. It's gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna ignore the lip sync for the moment because it's gonna be on a separate layer anyway. And I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna finish this. It's gonna be on a separate layer anyway, so I can come back to it. Maybe that's why I didn't do lip sync all those years ago when I roughed this, because I couldn't hear it. No, you know what? I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna see if I can find the lyrics. Times. I want. Oh, they do have it. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna quickly mute the music that you guys are hearing. Give me a sec. Oh, never mind. It doesn't quite work the way I thought it did. Okay, wait. I gotta find the part of the song that this is. I can't find where I'm up to. Translations. Is this in... Alright, hang on. I've got to, I have to try and, like, read it as I'm listening to the song. Where do the lyrics actually start? It's a very long build-up. Starts... Not here. It starts after the scene with the gun. Here. Okay, it's not broken up the way I thought it was, but I can follow it now. Okay, we're getting there. I know you guys can't hear it. I'm really sorry. I just need to figure out what she, like, what the, how she pronounces it. I've almost got it, I think. Alright, got it. She's saying the word Hajimaranai. Hajimaranayo. Okay, so it is this. Mine. Wait. So she's saying Yaka Hashim. Oh no, it's not Hashimai. Wait, so Hashimarayo. Okay, so I can have it the way I originally had it, like this. Fine. I can have it the way I originally had it. Yeah. And then here it would be like A, and then you'd put like a O, but then you'd have like a middle frame as well. Yeah. And then probably put like this back like here. Yeah. Got it. Chat, I'm legendary. I got it. Alright, so now we can go back to what we were doing. There we go. Nice, chill vibes, chill time. I'm keen to start The Last of Us tomorrow. I've played The Last of Us before. I've streamed it before, I've finished it live, but it's been such a long time, and ages ago, not ages ago, maybe like, 2 months ago, I finally got my hands on The Last of Us Part 2, and I really want to play it, but it's been so long since I've played The Last of Us Part 1 that I just kind of feel like I need a refresher on The Last of Us Part 1 first. And to play through the first part first, and then we'll be able to get back onto the second part. I feel like I remember like a lot of the key points of The Last of Us, but I just want a full refresher, I think. I think it would be fun. I've been talking about replaying it for a hot minute, so it would be nice. It'd be nice. Plus, I like to think I've gotten better at video games since I last played it, so who knows? Maybe I'll have more fun. I'll be better at the game. Did I turn your music off? Oh no, it's still on. I just can't hear it because my audio is so low. I wonder why it's so quiet all of a sudden. Is anything actually playing? Okay, yeah, it is. It's just really fucking quiet for some reason. Alright, well, there you go. You guys can have that, I suppose. I think I'm gonna finish this frame and then I'm gonna wrap up for the night. I need to get off the pewter for a second. Stretch, lay down, maybe play with the cat. I might do more of this before I go to bed, but I just need to be off the pewter. For a little bit, at least. Oops. Plus, figuring out that lip sync, like, circulated, like, it stimulated my brain. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And now I'm tired. You know? Too much work in too short of a time. There we go. Might just put a hole there so that when it gets to coloring, it's just a little bit easier. I'm just gonna finish up this girlie's hair. And then I'm probably gonna lie down for a hot minute. You know what? I should probably eat. I haven't eaten in a little bit. Maybe that's why I'm tired. Need to eat food. There we go. Oh, is the shoulder behind or in front? It is behind. Okay. There we go. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think it's probably time to hop off, time to have dinner, go spooky night-nights. Sorry, wrapping up a little early. I'm tired, everyone in chat's tired. It's low-key. We're just gonna go to bed, everybody. We're done tonight, we're done. Thanks for hanging, thanks for having a jolly good time. We appreciate. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay toasty. If you sneeze during the stream at all, then bless you. And hopefully we're back to our usual energy levels tomorrow and play some Last of Us. I'm keen for it, so hopefully we've got the energy that we usually have. Alright, good night everyone.